Going live.
Yes. And we are live on Weekend Adrenaline. This feels forced, but it's still pretty cool. Today, we're going to be talking with Zacoda G, and you just joined. That's a cheat view. That's fine.
Oh, am I not supposed to do
No,
that?
that's totally fine.
Okay.
That helps us. No one's in here right now, so they won't know it's you anyway. So
Okay.
It's totally fine.
Cool.
I don't have a phone rule, so like you know how Joe Rogan's like, put your fucking phones away.
Yeah. I was just trying to share the
You're good,
post.
dude. You're
I wanna
good.
get people watching.
If you want to be on your phone this whole time,
No.
I totally understand.
That's not me.
Well, I'm gonna be.
It's put away.
I'm trying to get to like level 2 on Angry Birds. Do you guys remember Angry Birds actually?
Oh, yeah.
Bro, Star Wars Angry Birds was awesome.
I remember when it came out. I remember when Angry Birds 1 was out. I kept hearing about it, so I tried it. I remember when Angry Birds Rio came out.
Yep.
And then Angry Birds Star Wars, and then all the spin-offs and shit, and like now no one plays it. It's really sad.
Yeah, it kind of died
That's
out.
the way mobile games go.
Yep.
Yeah,
They
I
died.
am not a big mobile game supporter.
Yeah.
Although I played it a lot in college, because I was in 2010. I had a slide phone.
Yeah.
And then my iPod Touch.
Yep.
I
That's
was
what everybody
such a
did.
baller.
iPod Touches. Like in high school, everybody was like,
Yeah.
I'm playing like Ninja.
Fruit Ninja.
Fruit Ninja, and that person that like runs. You're just like
Temple Run. Yeah.
So now that you say Fruit Ninja, have either you seen American Vandal? No?
No, but I heard it's really good. But
There's a
yeah.
reference to Fruit Ninja in American Vandal. Someone has the nickname Fruit Ninja.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's
Is he gay?
it's how like kids bully him. They throw like fruit at him, and he has to like chop it in there. They like put it on Snapchat.
Oh, no.
Yeah, dude, no, it's yeah. It's wherever
They
I'm-
bully him by throwing fruit, like just fruit.
Well, like it's not like it's kind of like just that high school bully shit,
Yeah.
Where they're like, oh, this kid's fucking weird.
Joke's on them.
Fruit
He-
Ninja, throw
he
a
probably
watermelon
loves
at him.
fruit.
Dude, he's probably super
wow.
healthy too, because he has all this fruit flying at him.
He's like, oh my god, I have so many friends. They know I love fruit.
Sometimes ignorance is bliss.
Yeah.
Dude, I haven't had fruit in like 20 years.
For real?
I have nothing against it either. I
I
love
love
fruit.
fruit.
I like if I have like a bite of a strawberry, I feel amazing for a day. But I sit here and eat burgers and fries like all my life, and I wonder. I'm like, man, I should really get some of that fruit. As I'm in like the candy aisle, I'm like, well, this is
Yep.
a chocolate covered orange, so this is fine.
That
Like,
works.
this is also the same thing.
Yeah, there you go. I eat a lot of fruit, actually.
That's really good.
I do.
Like, do you?
Grapes, apples.
Well, if you eat it all the time, then do you feel okay all the time, or like most of the time?
Decent, yeah.
Do you notice?
I'm actually a vegetarian.
Really?
So, yeah, I eat a lot of fruit, a lot of veggie burgers, veggie dogs, everything. Yeah.
So you wouldn't even notice if you like went off the rails a little bit because there is no rail for you. You're just constantly good.
Pretty much.
You're constantly on the
Yeah.
straight and narrow.
Yeah.
I eat like shit, like a lot, and I feel bad about it. And I have no problem against eating healthy. Everyone's like, oh, America's fat because the food's too expensive. It's really not.
No.
I don't think it is. You go to Walmart, you can get like, dude, like a cluster of bananas is like 70 cents at Quick
Yeah.
Trip.
Fruit is so cheap.
Yeah.
You can eat fruit, just snack on it all day.
Yeah.
And you're good. You're
yeah,
good.
you can graze on it and it's fine.
Yeah, and you should. You should just have your meals and then just have fruit all the time.
Just always have fruit.
The main course is just
For
the.
real.
In case y'all are wondering who Dakota keeps looking at, it's me.
Is the camera on you?
Yeah, I have one
He's
on.
got one.
really?
today.
Yeah.
He's got one.
I do have
I'm
one. today.
I'm waiting for it to change over.
Alright,
on me.
yeah. He's just sitting
It's a delay
Yeah.
too.
Oh yeah, of course.
But
You see me just pop in for a second?
I'm glad
Oh,
you have
yeah.
the camera on you now because like
There's a little delay.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's nice. I
Yeah.
like that. That is like up and center, up in your
You
face.
can't
have
even control it. How do you
There you
do
go.
that?
Well, I
It's
just
crazy.
I have these scenes set up so I can switch and be like, "What up?" and then I can be like, "Hey, look, that's Dakota's reaction to that," and then I can look at Mitch's reaction.
The first time I saw that, I thought he was like a grand wizard.
and then I
You're
can
like,
see both of you at the same time. It's
I know.
cool.
I was like, I thought you were doing magic. Like this is some Harry Potter stuff. I
Technology,
saw
man.
a Harry Potter poster at Walmart today.
For the new one.
No,
Oh.
it just is Hogwarts, but it looked like
Oh.
someone did it with like a pencil. It was real cool.
That's pretty
I almost
dope.
I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy it.
We
and I'm
can
gonna
color.
put
We
it,
can color it.
like. No. It's like already done.
Oh, okay,
Like it's
okay.
already filled
That's
in.
like the design.
Yeah. Are you a Potter fan?
I am.
know you said you're
Yeah.
not a. You don't like books, or no? You don't like
He's not
I
a
like-
gamer.
Yeah, I'm
Games?
not a gamer. Yeah.
film, movies, whatever.
I'm somewhat into movies.
Okay.
Not on a deep level, like my friend Ben Ellingson, but I get into movies here and there.
But you've seen all the Harry Potter movies
Yeah.
then?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
What would one of your favorite movies be? You got like a
See,
top.
I'm really
some
weird.
top movies.
There's this movie called Rain Over Me. Do either of you know it?
Dude, yeah. I know
Yes.
what that movie is. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh wow. Okay.
a great-
That's one of my favorite movies.
I've never seen
I'm
it, though,
in-
but I know what it is.
I'm into like just very like drama. Like it's just like real life
Like
stuff.
yeah, like true to life type
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That movie's like super sad and
50
I love
50.
it.
You ever see that?
Yeah.
That's a good movie
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
7 Pounds is a
Ooh,
good movie.
yeah.
With Will Smith. Yeah. I'm into a lot of movies
Some
like
dramas.
that.
So are you like Oscar?
do like-
do you like Oscar season a lot? You like
Yeah.
all them?
Oh yeah.
Did you see like? Do you watch like all the contenders a lot?
Mostly, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did Moonlight deserve to win, or should La La Land have won that one? You know what I'm
Oh,
talking
man.
about?
Oh,
That
yeah.
thing where they read it wrong.
I'm gonna be honest. La La Land is incredible.
I agree. I
It's
love
incredible.
that movie. It's awesome.
Incredible. I saw La La Land in theater, and then I liked it so
Jealous.
much. I liked it so much that I went and saw it in Milwaukee at the Riverside Theater. I watched it on like the big screen, and there was an actual orchestra and jazz band
Oh.
playing the music to
Oof.
yes.
I would
Yes.
pay a lot of money
I
to
w-
see
I
that.
It
saw-
was incredible.
I saw Venom at that theater at
Okay.
the Riverside, yeah. So, I'm sorry. I did not like La La Land. I absolutely loved
Okay, here's the thing with
Whiplash.
that. Oh, dude, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's so
Same
good.
guy, same director.
But like, yeah, I think it's just like it's easier for me and Zacoda to like it because we're musicians. Like
Sure.
we understand a lot of
The
like
jazz
we just listen to the
behind it,
music,
yeah.
yeah.
It's
And like
so good.
we identify with like Gosling's character because like, he's just like the working artist, you
Yeah,
know.
like,
Like
he's
we
trying
all
to make
we
it.
feel
He-
we feel his pain.
He's true to himself. He's true to the jazz, and he's just trying so hard.
yeah, he got like fired for not playing Jingle Bells or something. I'm like,
Yeah, in the
listen
restaurant.
to your boss, loser.
Right, you gotta make money.
No,
man.
gotta free the artist.
But Whiplash is incredible too.
I love Whiplash.
that movie is great.
The best part is that like he actually knows what he's doing. Like the drummer.
Oh yeah, he had
The
learned
kid.
everything.
He's played drums his whole life.
Yeah.
Miles Teller, yeah,
Yep.
and then he learned additional stuff for the film, and it's
Yeah.
all authentic. I'm pretty sure Gosling was playing the piano too when he was
Yeah.
doing that too.
Yeah,
Um,
did a pretty good job.
Did you
singing,
see
too.
First Man?
First Man?
It's like Gosling paying Neil Armstrong.
It's
like
the same
it's a biography,
director, too.
like, biographical
Oh really?
pic about
I haven't actually.
Damien Chazelle or
Yeah.
Chazelle or however you pronounce it.
Chazelle.
Chazelle.
Okay.
He directed First Man. Dude, that guy, he's young and everything he does is like amazing.
Just
Everything he touches
incredible.
turn into gold.
Like,
yeah.
it's like,
Yeah,
if you like dramas, you'll probably like First Man because it's like
Okay.
a biography about Neil
Oh,
Armstrong,
cool.
like his life leading up to being
Really?
the first one on the moon. Yeah,
I would definitely
Yeah,
like that.
you'll probably
I'll
like
have
it
to look
then.
that
Have you
up.
ever seen The Place Beyond the Pines?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's a good one.
That is a good
and then
one.
Blue Valentine also.
so I have
I
a,
haven't seen that.
I just want to say something to see if you guys agree with me. I think Gosling is the best working actor we have right now.
He's definitely up there.
He is the best, I think, actor we have.
I'm gonna disagree and say Christian Bale is
You think Bale is?
because he's a method actor.
He's pretty good. I think that he
Yeah.
probably gets a little bit of an edge because he like changes his body so drastically for roles. But like,
Yeah.
I just think Gosling is just.
I
I
hope
don't know,
it's
something about Gosling. I think I like him
Yeah.
a little bit better.
And I feel like a lot of people would think Gosling is like overrated just because he's like a heartthrob, and all the girls are like, "Oh my god!" But like,
He brings it, man.
he's good.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Half Nelson?
No,
Where he gains like 50 pounds of fat and he plays a crack addict teacher
I have
in
not.
an inner city black school, and he's the only white person in the cast.
How long ago was that?
2006. I
So
have.
why-
I really want to
Yeah.
see that. That
I
sounds
do.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's,
I never even knew about
it's
that.
called Half Nelson.
Half Nelson.
And he's an addicted crack school teacher in an inner city school with nothing but black kids. And
Wow.
someone finds out that he has a crack addiction, and the whole movie's them trying to help him. It's a damn good movie. Like
That sounds
he
good.
did it right after I think the Notebook.
Okay,
And
yep.
in an interview, he got a really bad review saying that you're just a pretty boy and you're just gonna have roles handed to you. So he took this role to
Kind
prove
of
that he could
to stick
do
it.
something other than
That's cool.
real, you
Yeah.
know, just stereotypical
Yeah,
things. Yeah,
I dig that.
yeah,
Wow, I'll have to look that up too.
dude, yeah.
Holy moly,
Movies are great, man.
they are. They really are.
Yeah. So, okay, this is a little bit of a formal part. We're talking with Zacoda Glass. Did I say that right? Zacoda
Yes, sir.
Glass.
Yep.
I know you're a drummer, and that's about it.
The best drummer.
I've never.
Oh, shut up. Oh, God.
I do want to stress. I'm looking into this one, right?
Yeah.
I do want to stress that I've never met this guy ever.
Yes.
I didn't talk to you on Facebook. I added you like a week ago just to tag you in this, and I
Yep.
wanted to do this completely authentically. I don't know about you, but like and this is not a brag. This is just me saying this. I don't get anxiety from anything.
Okay.
And if I do, it's more of like an adrenaline rush, and I like it.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a rush from like thinking about today because I'm like, I'm going to talk to a person I've never spoken to, and everything that these people see, whoever decides to actually watch this, is going to see a conversation between two people that have never met.
That's true.
And
That's
I just
authentic.
wanted it to, I wanted people to see, like, you can overcome your fears. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of public speaking, and I'm kind of not doing it right now, but, like, we've got a ton of people. Someone says you're bad at drums. Mike Rosenfeld, local music celebrity and YouTube personality.
Mike, I will drum battle you anytime.
I'm
Bring it, buddy.
gonna give
Only
that
if
a like,
we can
so.
have that happen on live stream. We'll
Yeah,
live
right.
stream it, the drum battle.
I will
Let's do
shout
it.
out though. Mike is actually a very good musician overall. He can play drums very well.
So, am I saying that Levi joined?
Levi,
Levi
Is that Levi Harris?
probably.
Dude, I know Levi Harris.
Yeah,
I was in
Levi.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, Mike's
He
music.
works
Levi?
at Mike's Music.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Mike Rosenfeld
I love-
says,
I love
hey,
Levi.
if
Yeah,
we could
for
live stream a drum battle, not from here, but if I could put my name on it and then sponsor the drum battle, I
There you
will.
go.
That would be
Yeah,
incredible.
Weekend Adrenaline sponsors drum battle.
There you go. But yeah, that's authentic. I walked
Yeah.
into your house right now before even being introduced to you.
Yeah, you were inside my house.
Before I even
That's
shook
probably-
your hand
that's
and said
probably
hello.
Probably my bad.
Dude, yeah. No.
We were trying to get out of the
that's
cold because it was
completely
like
fine.
snowy.
It is snowy, dude. Is
Yeah.
it still snowing? Can you see out
Probably.
there?
I'll go
Yeah.
look. Hold on.
Probably
It still
a
is,
little-
dude.
little
It's
bit.
coming in sideways. But yeah, dude, I'm excited for this. We've only gone 10 minutes in. That's real good, and we're gonna talk about some shit.
All right, bring it.
I've got a couple of questions, and we can answer them in any order. We don't have to answer them at all. You can just be like pass. It's like a game show.
Hard pass.
I was just out to dinner, and my father was being a douche, and he didn't know what he wanted to eat. So the woman got to him, and he goes, "For you, sir," he goes, "Pass." And my girlfriend was like, "Oh, I don't know what I want." And he goes,
Oh,
"Pass
no.
again." Because it came back to him.
Yeah.
And my dad's just sitting there making it awkward. And he goes, "I don't know if I'm going to pronounce this wrong, but can I have a grilled," and he was going to say anus burger because it's Angus.
Oh,
And
no.
the waitress was like, "Stop,
Angus.
stop." And she's like, "You want it medium well?" He goes, "Yes, please." He
no.
knew her, so it was
Oh,
okay.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
He's
It
like
was
a
all
regular.
good. Yeah,
Like, we know you.
yeah.
Dads are embarrassing.
Yeah, they can be.
Yes, and as I get older, I'm realizing that that's what they're there for.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're there to give you life and then to give you embarrassment. And that's, like, about it.
I attempt to not go out to eat with my parents because my dad's just I can't handle it.
Does he dad joke? Like, if
No,
you say,
he's
"Man,
just
I'm
like,
hungry."
No, he's just like very conversive, but like I don't know how to describe it. Like
Talks a lot.
I personally can't handle it. Like I get so bad anxiety because of the way like he's just so friendly to people. I'm like
Oh yeah.
I just want to eat my food.
Over the top. Yeah.
Stop.
Oh, he wants to, like, talk to everybody
My
that
God,
walks by
we
the
went
door.
to we went
Sit down.
we went to El Roma. From like my birthday or whatever in September, and like we
September
spent
what?
27th.
20th.
Oh, nice. What's up, dude?
18th.
So, what? Get out
Yeah.
of here! Wow,
Of it-
September,
we're just like brothers.
Wow.
That's crazy.
We just
But,
bonded.
But like the waitress came over and took him like 20 minutes talking to her. He's like, "Oh, what's?" He's like asking her
Oh.
about stuff on the menu, but she was like really cool about it though, like because he does it in a way where like it's not annoying to them. It's odd. That's annoying to me.
What's your dad do for a living?
He
You're
works at
just-
Merck
What does he do there?
and machinist, and then him and my mom used to own hair salons when they were younger, because that's what they meant in not cosmetology school. I don't think it's called that. Maybe it would be.
I think it is.
Barbering.
Yeah, whatever. They're hairstylists, but they used to
Yeah.
travel for competitions.
I have a friend that is
together.
like a barber, like a straight up barber.
That's awesome.
Went to
A dude?
school in Milwaukee for it. Yeah.
But that's what they
He
used.
cuts my hair.
That's what they used to do full time. But now he works at Merck, and he still has like these people that have do it by appointment out of the back of our house. Where he has a chair set up back
Oh, wow.
there for it and stuff. So.
And he cuts hair.
Yeah, he does. Like some of his specialty stuff is like he does like wedding hairdos.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
because like him and my mom used to do competitions back like way before I was born and stuff.
So he's like top level.
My
top
dad
tier.
won a competition with a mohawk.
Really?
Yeah,
Ah, that's really cool,
Jeez.
dude. So does he play like old Italian barber Seville music when he's doing it too? And does he
No.
sing?
Nope.
No. Okay.
He's,
I'm in the stereotypes.
we're German family, So
Oh, okay.
that's him.
Sure.
He was actually a drummer when he was younger.
No.
Yeah,
way.
he played drums when he was younger.
Look at that.
Yeah.
What was the band's name?
He didn't play in a band. He just
Shit.
he just saved up and bought a Ludwig, the
Oh, yeah.
the acrylic clear drums kit.
What
yeah,
color?
clear.
Like
He-
like a
an
clear
acrylic
white.
clear. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Like a
There's
clear,
always-
so he
there's
could
like-
shine lights through it to make
Yep,
it whatever color
yep.
he wanted.
Did he like Zeppelin a lot? Probably did. Bonham was all about the
No,
acrylic kits.
he's like a Boston guy.
Okay.
Like that type of stuff.
Gotcha.
He's all about that.
Kind of the same era,
Yeah.
Kind of.
somewhat.
Yeah. But yeah, like that's what he's all about.
Cool.
That classic rock.
For sure.
I enjoy Boston.
I'm a Zeppelin guy.
I'm a fan of Zeppelin, but I don't know them as well as Boston.
Okay.
As much as I'd like to. I'd like to know all of that stuff like really well.
I'm
but-
actually, you probably don't even know this, but I'm named after Led Zeppelin. Zeppelin and the Coda album.
That's awesome.
Hey.
That is incredible.
Shout out to
Nice,
my
dude.
dad.
Shout out to Zeppelin.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. Well, nice,
Great,
dude.
great drummer.
How long have you been playing drums?
I got lessons when I was 5.
Wow.
Yeah,
Early.
but that was just like like snare drum, bass drum type
Sure.
stuff. And then I eventually got an actual kit when I was like 12. So I like to say 12 and on. So
Yeah.
like 13 years.
You had your first taste when you were young, didn't do it for a while, and then you
Yeah.
got more
I was in
serious lately.
band for like 2 years, 6th and 7th grade or something like that. And I didn't really like it. It was like kind of boring.
Sure.
They're like, here, just play the snare for 4 songs. And I was like, I can't do this. I can't do it. I need the whole kit.
Yeah.
So then, yeah, I just liked the whole kit and just did that.
See, I have a
6th grade.
friend that was like promised he'd get the kit. It was like, but you gotta start on the snare.
Oh,
So he
yeah.
did a year of just the snare,
The
and he
rudiments
got
and just-
pissed off about it, and he quit altogether, and he never went on. How many? Do you think that happens a lot?
Yeah, I think a lot of young people would get discouraged. Like they just want to sit behind a drum set and just crank it out, you know? And that's kind of what happened with me. Like I took lessons for I don't even think it was a year. Like I just got so bored of it. I was like they're just having me just left right. Like I'm so bored
Oh,
of it.
paradiddle.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
like all the rudiments and I was like I like this is cool, but like I just want to play a drum set and
Yeah.
like really learn everything.
It's kind of like when I learned how to play guitar. They tried to teach me like music theory on a keyboard.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm like,
It's not even
I
the
just
same
want to
instrument.
play this acoustic guitar. I was 8. Like, I don't understand this. Like,
Yeah.
why does the note? Why is there no E sharp? Why is it an F? Like, I don't
Yeah.
care.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
the next. You know, like
It's kind of it
pissed me off.
depends on the person too. Like there are some people that are very into the theory of everything and stuff like that. And that's cool, but that's just not my thing.
I got to be honest. I wish I had learned it now.
Exactly.
I really wish I'd learned
Exactly.
it now. I would because it's
I
really
don't-
hard to learn now.
Yeah, I don't know a lot of like theory and I can like barely read like drum music if it's like on a sheet. I can read it, but it would take me a while to like get like familiar with it and actually be able to play it. But cuz I just kind of like write my own stuff and like just go by ear.
So yeah, you think like learning it, you'd think it'd make you a better musician today, like if you had learned the theory and like how to read it and all that stuff back then.
I don't know if it would be better. Actually, yeah. Yeah.
Would you take the time to relearn it today or not?
I would.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
Yeah. If I had somebody that was like, "Hey, let's like sit down once a week for like an hour and I'll just like explain some stuff to you." I'd be like, "Okay, I'm down." Cuz
Yeah.
I feel like it could like definitely further a little bit, but it just depends on the person, I think. Some people are super into the theory and some people are like, "Just let me listen to a song and I'll just learn it like by ear."
Yeah, you just have to go with what you feel like
What you
should
feel.
What
Some,
you
pe-
feel,
some
yeah.
people just have the gift where they
Yeah.
just like, oh, I heard it now. I can just my body knows what to do. You
Exactly.
know, like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like those people. No.
Yeah.
Are you jealous?
Yeah, dude.
You
I
wish
wish,
you could do
I wish I
that.
was way better than I am. I'm not very good at guitar. Like I just scrape by. You know.
See, I'm kind of like that person that I'll just listen to a song and I can just learn it. Like I'll sit down for an hour and I can usually just get it down.
But you
Yeah.
put the work in though. You know.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, with like 6th grade all the way through high school, I probably drummed an average of like 2 to 3 hours a day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sorry, Mom.
Jesus.
Sorry,
So-
Dad. But yeah, it was like hours a day.
Were they really supportive of you?
Extremely.
Like, of like,
Extremely. Yeah.
even though it was loud and shit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're all about it. like from the get go.
Levi says, "Let's sit down once a week and learn together."
That's what Levi said.
He just said it in the chat.
No
yeah,
way.
yeah, dude.
Yes.
He's a. How many instruments does that guy know how to play?
Every
of them.
single
All of
one.
them. Everyone. Pretty
Anything
much.
on the shelf at Mike's that's what he knows.
Levi's awesome.
Yeah.
If there's one person that I would really want it to be, it'd be Levi.
Levi, you should come on the show and we can talk.
For real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that'd be cool to have him on. Like, I would love to have a panel of musicians, like you, him, however many we can fit in here on microphones.
Oh,
Like
cool.
we could turn the gain up and just put him in the middle.
Oh, yeah,
and
I can
just
space. I can
speak.
space him out for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be really neat. Like, I don't know shit, but like I would love it if to just sit around and listen to you guys talk.
We just all come and
about
talk shop.
it. Yeah. What was that?
What?
I don't know. That was weird. I just heard it too.
Yeah.
I think it was just a blip.
Oh,
Yeah.
a blip.
A cool way to put it in perspective, the whole like theory and feeling thing, is like some people will ask me like, who's your favorite drummer? Like, who do you like a lot? And like, if it comes down to like theory and like a drummer that I think is like the best drummer, there's a guy named Tony Royster Jr. who's like one of my favorites. He drums for Jay-Z. He's like a sessions drummer.
Okay.
But like he's unbelievable. Like it hurts my brain to watch him sometimes because he's just like so good. But he's like theory. Like he'll play to a metronome to like so many different like time signatures and like can like play along to the sheet music. Like he's all about that stuff. But then I also really like this guy named Aaron Gillespie. He's like Under Oath.
It's Under Oath singer,
drummer,
right?
and
Like their singer-drummer, yeah.
singer drummer. And he probably knows how to like read music and all that stuff, but he just like feels it.
He's got that style, man.
He
He's
just,
what
like-
made Under Oath just over the top good.
Yeah, like when you see them live and you watch him as a drummer, you're like sucked in. You're like, wow, he's in the zone. Like he's just feeling it, and that's my personal favorite. Is that drummers that just like they don't even have to be like really really good. Just if they're just like feeling it, I just love it. I just love watching it.
Yeah, because is it like kind of where they're just looking off into space and they don't miss a beat? They're not off at all.
Just
They're
their zone. Like Aaron Gillespie's just like he gets like super like into it, like his whole body like really powerful, and he usually has kind of longer hair, so like his hair's flying around and like he's just super into it. But some dudes like I can tell they're super into it because they're like zoned out. Like they're like focused, but they're like super into it. It just, I don't know. I just love seeing drummers.
We got
that are, like,
a
in
Neil
the zone.
Peart in the chat, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, people say Neil Peart is the favorite.
Neil Peart.
And he is from Rush.
He is.
Okay. Keenan.
He is a great
Kalinowski.
drummer.
Keenan Kalinowski.
Kalinowski.
Neil Peart, like, paved the way for
I remember
progressive
Keenan.
drumming.
I remember Keenan. What's up, man? I haven't talked to him in a while. I went to college with him.
Most bands, not all bands, but most bands before Rush were pretty much your basic like straightforward 4/4.
Yeah. And then Neil came along and
Neil
just made
came along
everything
was
amazing.
like, we can do a lot of different stuff.
Yeah.
Check this out.
So he was like he was like a pioneer.
I like a pioneer. Yeah.
Yeah.
He like paved the way for like progressive drumming, for sure. He's good.
His kit was massive too.
Yes.
What do you think of Lars Ulrich?
Did somebody ask that?
That was me.
That was you asking that?
I just asked it right now.
Oh no, I know you like Metallica, right?
You can talk shit. It's a band. I don't know them.
I mean he's good at what he does,
Sure.
but he doesn't do much.
Sure. I get so many people I know are like, oh, fuck with Lars Ulrich. It's funny. It's funny. Like, you can talk shit about anything I like. I laugh. I know how to laugh. So
I mean, I'm not gonna look down on anybody.
Sure.
He's good at what he does. Like, I mean, what's the there even an album that's like a black cover, like the Snake?
that's called Metallica. It's
The
just
Black-
Yeah,
the
self-titled.
Black album.
The
The,
Black
the
Album.
drum tone
Yeah.
on that album is
Yeah.
out of this world.
Like good.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
The bass drum is like, it's beautiful.
That's like their.
It's just beautiful.
They spent well. I think back in the day they recorded it in '89. I think that
Yep.
back in the day
yeah,
that
because
was
it came
like,
out in like '90.
Yep.
I think. Yep.
That was considered like the quintessential like end all be all of like
yes.
metal, mainstream metal.
It's amazing.
music.
It's amazing
Yeah.
how they go from that to that one album that was like clipping.
The Saint Anger.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Stop.
Infamous
clipping?
snare, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, the clicking drums. Yeah.
No. There was a more
There's-
recent album that was mastered at 0, so it sounds like garbage.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
probably
It had like cyanide on it.
That's okay. That's Death Magnetic.
Yeah.
I know what we're
Yep.
talking about.
That
it
one's
was
messed up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Saint Anger Snare sounds like a drop of water.
Yeah, that one's
Clang, 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 clang,
It's
clang,
in
clang,
like
clang, clang. Yeah.
no joke. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
It sounds like one of those metal trash cans.
Yeah.
And somebody just taking like a hammer.
It's like, did you just not have the snare on?
Yeah.
For your...
The video of them like recording the drums is like you can tell they're all looking at each other like because they were
Something's
all
weird
going
here.
through rehab when they
Oh.
were doing it. They were all in their like mid or maybe lower mid 40s,
Yep.
and they were all just like coming sober, like
Yeah.
coming down from like a 7-year high. So they were all like,
Something sounds weird, but like
"Gong, gong, 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 gong."
we're just gonna roll with it. Dude, it's so bad.
This Keenan guy, he's saying ex-president. I was the president of the IT club in college, so that's why he's saying that. So
Okay.
I appreciate the shout out. I'm
Cool.
doing great. I'm doing.
There's an album I want to ask you about
Yes.
quick.
Yeah.
You listen to Census Fail at all? Yeah.
Are
Dude,
you
the
kidding me?
Renisser album? This drums on that album.
Oh, yeah.
Renisser?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Those drums sound
Those drums are
so
very
good.
good.
There's something with the compression on that album.
I just
That
saw
kick and
Census
snare
Fail.
sounds so good,
Did you?
dude.
I saw them at Warped Tour.
Yeah, in Milwaukee.
They're probably my favorite
I've,
band.
I've seen them quite a few times.
Yeah.
They're an interesting band because they've gone like all over the place. Like when they first came out, they were like a punk emo band.
Yep.
Like
And then
very
they-
raw.
yeah.
Like and then they went more like straightforward punk, but then they went more
And then they were
pop
like,
punk.
Yep.
To where that like when they hit it huge, it was like still waiting,
With like Buried Alive and
still
stuff.
searching is what it's
Oh
called.
yeah, that album is so good.
Yeah. That
Dude,
that
that
like
album.
broke mainstream. Like they were on MTV. They were on like late night shows.
Conan, there's one where they
Yes.
sing "Rum is for drinking"
drinking, not burning.
on
That's
Conan.
probably
Yep.
one of my
Yeah.
favorite songs. by
Yeah,
them.
they like
It's
broke
so good.
mainstream
I was listening
for
to
like
that the other
punk.
day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden,
They switched with Renisser.
yeah, and then all of a sudden they were like, hey, we're like this like kind of mainstream pop like punk band.
Oh, afterwards,
and then,
yeah.
And then all of a sudden they were like, just kidding, we're like really heavy.
Well, it's because he had like all new band members.
Yeah,
It was like him and the drummer, and then everyone was
Yeah,
new.
they went like a little bit heavy, and then like the next
They went back to
pull
being
the
pop
thorns
punky.
from pull the thorns
Oh,
from your
was
heart.
that-
It's like a pinkish purplish album,
Oh, I haven't heard that one.
dude. It goes even more heavy.
Oh, really?
It's straight up like hardcore.
Oh, I need to get it.
It's heavy.
The,
They're, like,
um,
super heavy.
I can't
The
believe I missed that
album
one.
that has like the lawyer like looking into the mirror and he's on fire.
Yeah.
Whichever one that
Let
is.
It Unfold
I'm
You.
really,
Oh,
I'm
dude,
really
that
into that
album?
album.
That's the one that pretty much like blew, they
Mm-hmm.
blew
Yeah,
up.
that was their big one.
Yeah.
That's like front of the cork tree for them.
Buddy Nielsen, the singer, came out on stage. Were you there in Milwaukee this year?
Yeah.
He said, "What about that part where he's like, my mother or my grandmother
Is from here."
Marge Tilden, I think, Fond du Lac, Wisconsin.
He did that the first time I saw them at Warped
my
Tour as well.
cousins.
Yep.
Also Fond du Lac. And
Yep.
did you hear like people started
Fond du Lac.
booing
Yeah.
when he
Yeah.
said Fond du Lac? It's
The
like
first time-
Fond du Lac.
Yeah.
Fond du Lac. And he's like, everyone's like, boo.
When I saw them in like 2013 at Warped Tour, he said the same thing. He was like, "I know all about you Fond du Lac people from like by the lake." He's like, "I know about that weird town. My grandma lives there. I grew up like visiting there every once in a while."
Oh my god.
Yeah, and I was like, "That's where I'm from."
How rad would it be if you just like were walking down Main Street just getting a bite and you just see Buddy Nielsen just
Yeah.
walking around, you're like,
Hey.
"Sir."
Right. Yeah.
Sir.
Yeah.
I just started following him on Instagram. He's more personable. He's always posting pictures of
Yeah.
like his kid and shit.
Yep.
So like
Yep.
that's okay. I've unfollowed some people on Instagram just because like I don't like them.
Yeah.
I'm like I love you in real life or I love you as a celebrity, but like what do you post on Instagram?
I'm just like not into
Some
it.
comedian I was just talking about. Everything he posted was political, so I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. I'm not into that.
What made you choose drums? Like when you were a kid, like what did you have another instrument and you went towards drums, or was it
No,
always
it
drums?
was always drums.
He just wants to hit shit, man.
Yeah. When I was like 3 years old, my parents actually got me like a really cheap like paper drum set that I like busted through within probably
Sure.
like 12 minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. My dad always said that I was just constantly air drumming. My dad actually did play drums, not seriously, like he just kind of messed around with drums a little bit every once in a while. But he said when I was a kid, like 3-4 years old, I was always air drumming and like tapping on stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess it just always was a thing. I was just attracted to the drums more than anything. Basically, I got in a lot of trouble in kindergarten because I annoyed my teacher with tapping.
Oh yeah, with the pencil.
She was like, "Yeah,
How do you not? You got like a stack of maybe like a little stack here books,
Yep.
and a stack here of like papers. They make two different sounds. Your desk is a third sound. Maybe
Yep.
the metal's a fourth, and you're like,
Yeah. Exactly. Kindergarten was rough. I'm sorry to my teacher for that as well.
do you like the Eagles at all?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. One of the first songs I ever learned was an Eagles song. I actually can't remember the name of it, but it starts.
Can you sing it?
It starts with like a super cool bass and drum beat that's like. Dun, 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 dun,
Keep going. I know this song.
dun, dun, dun,
What are you gonna wear? In that?
That's what it is.
Yeah. What you gonna do with no
Those
shoes?
shoes. Those shoes.
Ah,
Yes.
yes!
Boom! There it is.
Hey.
Yep.
Nice. We figured that out.
Yeah.
Nice.
That was one of the first songs when I
That
was
is
a kid.
captured now. You were air drumming, and I'm singing it right there. I
Yep.
can see it.
I know. I can see it. Yeah, that was one of the
Dude,
first songs I ever learned on drums. It was an Eagles song.
That's awesome. Yeah, because it's like they're like when it comes to drums, like they were pretty steady, like not untalented, steady.
Oh no, yeah.
Because he also had to sing. They called
Yeah.
him Gold Throat because
Yep.
he just had the beautiful voice. And I was watching their documentary. It's like 3 hours long. I've seen it about 20 times, and I love it. And I was watching it, and he said when he started, Don Henley, he was like, I was always beating out little cadences with pencils on my desk. And eventually my one of my classmates just hit me in the head and said, why don't you get a drum set?
And he was
I was
like,
like, okay. Yeah. He's
Yeah.
like 5 or 6. Like, all right.
all right, yeah, I should probably get a drum set. Mom,
Yeah,
Dad.
he said his mom drove him like 3 hours up north,
To, like-
or in Texas somewhere, and he goes, they bought me a set of sparkle red drums or something, and he's like, I still have those today.
Nuh-uh.
Well, yeah.
Oh,
he's like
wow.
one of those guys that has like everything.
everything.
Yeah, he's like, yeah. When he was
Man.
talking about the end of the band and how like it's like, well, a lot of people look down on things with rust. Well, I have a tractor. It's got a lot of rust on it, but it runs like a top.
Oh my
And I'm
god.
like, yeah,
Yeah, okay.
right on, dude. Like, I
Cool.
just picture that, like the rusty
Yeah.
tractor and the drum set somewhere in his
Somewhere
mansion.
in like a storage.
Probably where he keeps all the coke. Well,
Well, I mean, come on.
yeah.
Yeah. That's so cool though.
You're in a band though,
Yes.
called Bottom of the Lake.
Correct.
I like the name, and
Thank
that's
you.
about Fond du Lac.
Yes.
And how long have you guys been going?
About a year and a half, maybe a little bit more than a year and a half. We started, I think it was early 2016, late 2016, and then actually got rolling like early 2017. So it's been like a year and a half, close to 2 years maybe.
Okay.
Mhm.
And you guys are pop punk, really? Or?
No,
Oh.
it's always really hard to describe. There's definitely like some emo, like kind of sad type stuff, but I think it's more like indie alternative.
You're just like not as fast as pop punk.
Yeah,
But you're still kind of like that.
We have some like upbeat parts that's like some people would maybe describe it as like kind of like pop punk ish, but for the most part we're more like
Just very alternative.
like alternative
Emo.
type stuff, I guess.
Alternative
I like
emo
it.
rock.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I was maybe not. You mentioned Cork Tree before, Caleb. Like
Yeah, dude.
I'm a big fan of Fall Out Boy. Like
Okay.
I saw them in 2009, which was like their heyday.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Folie à Deux was 2009, and that was out like the winter before I saw them.
Okay.
But I consider their heyday like most major success. Maybe it's now, but back then, like
Yuck.
the previous decade. No, I mean like commercially successful. I don't like their new shit at all. Mania, I can't stand.
To be honest, their first album is really good.
Dude, those first two are just.
Are you talking about Grave? Take this to your grave.
and Cork Tree. Those
Cork
are
Tree.
Those two
Sure.
are good.
Those are the days. The good
After
days.
that, I was like, you guys are like kind of okay. but I'm not
Everything
a
after
huge
that
fan.
just didn't work for me.
Yeah.
They're-
Same.
I think their big commercial success, where their Cork Tree was their big break, but I say the peak of their success for that decade, you can't deny it was Infinity on High. When thanks for the
Thanks for the memories.
Thanks for the memories.
And does
Then,
that have Dance Dance?
No,
No,
that's
that's
Cork Tree.
Yeah, that's Cork Tree.
the other good
Scene
one
is
is
an arms
Yeah,
race.
Scene.
Yeah,
Scene,
that's the one.
not a scene in arms
I do
race.
like that song.
That's
I
its own-
agree. I
think
agree.
it was overplayed.
I agree.
It is
that
overplayed,
is-
but it's a good song.
That's definitely when they went from like, okay, they're like a known band to like,
Yeah, they were
like,
taken seriously with
boom.
Cork Tree, But
Yep.
with Infinity on High,
That,
they
like,
were looked at
broke
like,
through.
yeah, they were playing at major. They were selling out stadiums.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I got really into them with Cork Tree, and I've loved them ever since. I can't stand Mania. Really liked. I enjoyed Save Rock and Roll. Really liked American Beauty Psycho. Really a lot.
Okay.
Because they had a mix of new shit, but I could tell a lot of their old influence was still in there.
Okay.
With Mania, and I feel like they made it in their. I feel like they all went into a room, did a bunch of Molly, and then made it on their computer in like a night.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, just,
it could be.
Can we get more effects in that? We
Right.
get more effects in that. Boop.
Yeah.
And they just fucking printed it, and then they sold it out. And I'm like, I can't hear any instruments.
Stuff like that usually means they spent too long with a producer.
Yep.
Really?
Way too long.
Like they probably had the
probably
songs demoed out.
Yeah,
And
well-
a producer just like threw them through the ringer like
Yeah.
18 million.
They probably
times.
had the songs like kind of,
They're like,
or they went in. They're like, yeah, we don't really have any songs. Patrick has some lyrics though.
Yeah.
And the producer probably was like, oh,
All right.
okay.
Well, I'll just make
I
the
have
songs for you.
Yeah, he probably just like laid down some chords, and they're like, yeah, I'll play some drums too.
Patrick wrote some stuff that didn't make sense anymore. It'll sell.
Yep.
Well, his lyrics don't
Basically.
make sense. They don't have to.
Yeah.
No.
Like,
So this just popped in my brain.
Go ahead.
There's a song I always think it's either Fall Out Boy or Panic at the Disco, but it's fucking Weezer.
Oh really?
Oh.
Feels like summer song or whatever.
Shit.
Okay.
Dude, I actually really like that new whatever Weezer signal that's on the radio.
Oh really?
Fucking good.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys have heard it at all.
I don't know if I have.
I'll bring it up. Hold
never.
on. Just give me
Well,
a
are we gonna
second.
get flagged?
It'll be fine.
Get shut down.
I'm not gonna bring it up.
There's this girl that I know. She's a kind of a regular at this bar I go to. She used to live in Chicago, and her sister was into the punk scene when Fall Out Boy's coming up. She said she saw them in a hotel room, like they were playing in a fucking hotel room. That song "Grenade Jumper," where the chorus goes, "Hey Chris, you were our only friend." You know that song?
Yeah.
Apparently, they know the guy Chris.
No, really?
Yes.
You want to know something crazy?
Yes, I do.
All right. So in Milwaukee, I used to go to like some bands practices down there, and I knew some dudes that practiced in this like abandoned warehouse that was like split into a bunch of practice rooms.
Okay.
And I was there one day, and the band that I was with, like hanging out with, was wrapping up, and there's a band playing above, and I was like, that sounds like really good. Like I really like what's going on up there. And he was like, do you want to like go up there and check it out? And I was like, yeah, for sure. We go up there, and it's Fall Out Boy's drummer's other band,
Andy
which was like a
Hurley's
hardcore
thing.
band.
Damn.
And there he was. We walked into the room, and it was his hardcore band just going to town. And I was like,
Do you know Jesse Clapperich?
I do.
Wasn't his brother in a band with Andy Hurley?
Possibly.
I swore I heard that
Could
somewhere.
be. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that like I was like, okay, this is happening. Like here's his band. Cool.
That's
All right.
really neat, though.
Yeah.
Wow. And Andy
Yeah.
Hurley just turns around. And he's like,
Yep.
All right, so I'm gonna play like the hook.
Okay.
So I take it back. I didn't think it was like Fall Out Boy or Panic. I thought it was fucking 21 Pilots or some shit or like.
Oh, okay.
So check it out.
So they really
It's so different. It's like
went mainstream.
it's crazy. Just fucking play, bitch. That'd be great if you play it for me. Come on, you can do it. It's Weezer.
I swore that
Really?
was Panic.
I know.
Yeah.
That's Brandon Urie.
It sounds like it,
All right.
It does sound like it would be Panic at the Disco.
doesn't it though?
Yeah,
Wow.
that's.
I wouldn't have
Yeah, and
guessed that
that's
was
Weezer.
Whoa. I just
Wow.
noticed something.
What's up?
Check. Oh, it like. If I minimize that, it like turned Bottom of the Lake into a bunch of like numbers. But that's the right thing right there, right? Give that a like. Boop.
Actually, hold on, go back to that. I don't know if that's the right one.
Uh-oh.
Is it not?
No,
Oh,
it's
no,
not.
it's
It's not.
Oaktown, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, no, there's one that like always gets mixed up.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't know.
You like something bad?
I'm not good at
Sorry,
Facebook.
man.
I'm not good at Facebook.
That's my fault. Sorry.
No, it's all good. I don't care. They're probably gonna get like a couple likes on their page and be like, God, this other band from Wisconsin.
Yeah, why are we getting all this metrics in Wisconsin?
No, I'm not kidding. When we uploaded like our first like EP to Spotify, it went under their page.
Oh,
That's weird.
Yeah. And they like messaged us and were like, your guys' music is like under our page, and we're like, okay, sorry about that. And then it happened
So how do you guys differentiate?
again. It happened again.
How do you differentiate?
I don't know how that works. We uploaded another single to Spotify, and it went under their page again.
You should like just make your thing all one word.
Then they messaged us and were like pretty heated about it. They're like, "Yo, you guys uploaded another song under like our Spotify." And
we're not trying to, bro.
Like, sorry for getting you monthly listeners because you have none.
How much? I was gonna say how many likes do you guys have? Because these guys only have 455.
To be honest, we're probably similar
Okay.
because we don't really use Facebook that much.
There is.
What do you guys use more? Instagram?
Yeah.
Nice.
There is a.
It's kind of bigger now, honestly. Like,
Yes,
it honestly
I like
is.
Instagram so much more. There's a comedian that I follow. He said that Facebook to him feels like the last few days at Best Buy.
So the only
pretty much.
I have one problem with Instagram. It's that links don't work. You can't put links in your stuff; they will not work.
Oh, like in your
description.
Like descriptions. Yeah.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't. He's right.
Here,
you can if you're like
I'm linked.
if you have a profile
You
that's
can
like
put a link there, but it won't do anything.
Here,
yeah, in his bio.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Your bio is the only
You
place
can
it'll
put,
work.
like a web link.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because you can put.
He's saying like if you post a picture.
Yeah, you can't like
You
post a
type out,
picture
like,
and
a
like post a
caption.
link to a YouTube
Yeah.
video or something. Don't
Right.
work. You
No.
can't. Well, people can't even like click on it. They can't copy paste it. It doesn't really work.
No, yeah.
Sucks.
So basically,
That's the only bad part about Instagram.
yeah.
yeah, I like Instagram a lot,
But-
and I can't mess with Twitter.
Yeah, if you set your Instagram page to like a business, like a band or a business or something,
Mm-hmm.
you can like promote it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
So then
It
it's
costs
then
money.
it's kind it costs some money. It's not a lot though. Like
Yeah.
you can pick like $5 or like
Oh, so it's just
$50.
It's literally just like Facebook's.
yeah,
Yeah.
basically.
The more money you spend, the longer and farther it will reach.
correct.
Yeah.
And you can
You want to
can-
throw me
yeah.
one of those, bud?
a cookie.
Oh, cool. Thanks, man.
There you go.
Solid.
Is that glass?
Yeah.
No, it's like bulletproof plastic.
These cookies are valuable.
It's like the windows on the presidential cars.
Jeez. God forbid.
Um,
I'm gonna have one of these too. Thank you.
there you go.
Shout out to Caleb's mom.
Boom.
She made these.
Yeah, about 2 hours ago now.
Oh,
they're
they're
good.
still fresh. Oh wait, are
They're
these?
thick.
Can you even eat these?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry.
I don't think there's any meat in there. I hope not.
It's just
That'd be
meat. Like,
interesting.
As long as you're not vegan.
Is that by choice or like? Do you have like a thing or?
It was by choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only been a little shy of like 2 years that I've been not eating meat.
Is it? Do you find like you're like? Do you remember how you felt when you ate meat?
Mm-hmm.
And like,
It's a weird thing. Okay, so growing up, I had like kind of a bad immune system, and so I'm not allergic to a lot of stuff, but there was a lot of things that would just kind of not make me feel good, and a lot of meat was part of it. Like if I ate beef growing up, it would always make me feel like really sick, and if I ate too much like pork, it would make me feel kind of sick. So it was like I got to a point like 2 years ago that I was like, you know what, I eat meat and it always kind of makes me feel like crud, so I'm just not gonna eat it anymore.
I have been noticing like as people for like the last 5 to 10 years have been saying like, yeah man, I got like a dairy intolerance. I'm like, bitch, I remember as a kid you would just wolf down cheese.
Right.
But like after a while, I think the chemicals in the food that they're using now especially get so
Yep.
strong they break down your immunity to it.
Oh yeah.
And now like I know especially girls are eating I know girls who can't eat ice cream. It's so sad. And they're like, this one girl's told me, she's like, I can't have ice cream. I'm like, she's like, well, I'll have some. Because I kept pushing her. I'm like, just have some goddamn ice cream. It's fine.
And then she's
she's
like,
eating.
"Oh."
She's like, well, I'm gonna shit my pants. So thanks.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh really? She's
Yeah.
like, well, you kept telling me I need to have the ice cream, Mitch.
You just gotta go get non-dairy ice cream. It tastes really good, actually.
really?
It's not bad.
So are you non-dairy also, or you
No,
just
I
tried it?
I tried to avoid dairy
Mhm.
because it also makes me kind of feel like crud.
Why is that
But-
so zoomed in on my
Yeah,
face?
I saw that for a second. I was like, all right,
All
we're
I
like
saw- all I-
studying his eyebrows now, apparently.
Oh, I'm very self-conscious about my eyebrows.
Oh no.
Man,
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to get them. Someone's like, you should get. Look at that! What the hell?
He's just having fun over there. The
That's
control
fine.
center.
That's good. Command center. Mission
Yeah.
control.
Yep.
Dude, I am actually very self-conscious about my eyebrows. I know they're big, thick caterpillars. God damn, it keeps doing it. And
Your eyebrows are fine.
dude, and like everyone's like, you should get them waxed. I'm like, fuck you, no. And I
Do it.
kind of want to.
Do it.
because it's like
I've done
going into my beard.
Yeah.
It's like I need to. Oh, now it's just frozen.
Bzz.
Good job.
Nice
Fuck
job
that
over
up.
there.
Yep, connecting to the live stream. Nice.
I didn't drop any frames, so it's not on my.
Is anybody asking stuff over there?
Nope.
No.
The last thing that was said was the Saint Anger was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There's people joining, and there's like
Cool.
a couple people. Well,
Oh, there we go. It's back.
mm-hmm.
Oh,
Nope.
Yeah,
for a second it was.
Oh, it's going downhill now.
I think they can still hear us though, so
Uh-huh.
just like last night. It's not on me though this time. Oh wait. Oh, I do see some dropped frames. I'll stop doing what I was doing before.
What were you doing?
I was zooming in on your face.
Stop zooming in on my face.
I did.
Just
I
making
did
everything
stop doing
glitchy.
that. It's fine.
I actually watched the
We're all back. We're good now.
previous video,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, it's like it shows it loading.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Like during the video?
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
Should he?
Why did I eat this on camera?
I know that's why I'll just keep putting it on you there.
Nice.
Zoom in on my mouth. Don't actually do it.
I'm not doing that anymore. Yeah. You made me drop some frames.
Thank you. My only one.
There you go. Self-conscious. Still self-conscious about
He
that.
like moved his mic
the
away.
eyebrows.
He moved his mic away from his
Like,
mouth so he
hello.
wouldn't be on there. So I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna zoom in on his face while he eats this cookie.
I'm nom.
Let's embarrass him as much as possible.
Oh man, I don't even know how many people watch this one. That's wrong. Like that is always way behind. So we could have like 12 people watching right now, but
You never know.
probably not. They're all out tonight. Maybe
True.
not. Maybe not in this.
You
Shit.
never know. Yeah, you
The
never know.
first snowstorm of the year, which is I don't want to quantify this as snowstorm.
It's
This
fine.
is-
It's windy.
No, snowfall.
It's a dusting.
It's
wouldn't
not.
say
It's
a
very
storm.
windy.
Yeah.
I woke up, man. I got up this morning and I was like, it was fucking green outside when I went to bed last night. And I was like, what the hell?
I got home.
I saw it on like social media before I even got up and saw for myself. Everybody was posting like snow.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, no, I don't want to go look.
No. Do you have a long drive to work?
No.
No.
Luckily, it's like 7 minutes.
Mm.
Like nothing.
If I speed, it's 7 minutes for me.
Yeah.
I have to drive into Fondy.
Okay. Where
That's
do you work?
Not bad. Mid-State's.
Mid-State.
Maybe I shouldn't say. Oh, too late.
Boom.
Yeah. Do you know anyone that works there? Oh yeah, you know Parker.
Parker. Yeah.
Parker works there.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
That's just in like the industrial area.
Yeah.
It's not too
Well,
far
in
from
the south end of town.
Yep.
Where all the parks are.
Yep.
The industrial parks.
Yep.
I worked at RB Royal for a while. A little brass factory. That was fun.
Nice.
That work was so easy. It was the dumbest work, but it wasn't hard. It was just dumb because it was a hose factory. It was a fluid transfer system. So water, gas, hydraulics, anything you needed fluid from A to B. That's what we had to do.
The hoses. Okay.
And they're like a lot of it was just the hose was so old and kinked. It's like it wouldn't fit on and it wouldn't fit to their specs, so it took us forever. And like work was just hard and stupid, and we always got yelled at for rate. I'm like, we cannot make this work, so I got out of there.
Nice.
Yeah.
I used to work at Quad.
Oh really? You
Yeah.
worked there.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
I can sense it.
You can just can you smell it too?
I can smell it.
I've heard it's
I
gotten a
did
lot
not
better
like that.
there now because they pay
Oh,
really
really?
well. Like 15, 16 now.
Yeah, when I worked there,
Starting.
I got hired at like
Hello?
like $11.
The fuck
Oh
was
wow!
that?
How
Now
many
that-
years ago was that?
Like
Oh, that was
3
my
years
camera.
ago.
That's it.
No, yeah, like 2-3 years ago. 3, maybe 4. I don't know. Time flies. But now they hire at like I think it's like $13 or $14 an hour.
Yeah, there's
I would not. I still would not work there.
Oh sure. I don't blame you. I mean, I don't work there. I've never worked there. I don't even know what it looks like on the inside.
It's soul crushing.
But is it?
Yes.
Why
It's
does
so
everybody
boring.
say that?
It's so boring. It's just
Were
like
you a
it's a
roll tender?
combination. What's that?
Were you a roll tender?
No, I was in finishing, which
Okay.
is like when the magazines are like pretty much done. Just the finishing area is just like packaging it up, like bundling, putting it all onto like pallets, wrapping it all up, all that stuff. But for the most part, like if you're in finishing, you don't really do much. Like you're just putting a log of paper onto a line, like one after another for 12 hours.
That sounds really easy.
It's,
Do you get music?
Oh my god, nope. You have earplugs in, so all you hear is the flow of your blood through your head.
Bruh.
Yes.
He's got to hide some Bluetooth
Do you know what I
headphones
did?
inside there.
Do you know what I did? I thought about trying to do that, but what
You
I
probably
did,
could now with how small they are.
what I did is I would just think of like albums that I used to drum to a lot, so like I know them like hit for hit
So you
through
could just
every song.
listen to them in your brain.
I would just I would think of drumming through them albums in my head.
There you go.
I'd get through like 5 albums and be like, oh my god, it's
Oh my god, you
it's
only have
almost
2 hours.
lunchtime.
I feel like so I kind of always have wanted a job like that, and that's why I'm trying to go to Merck.
Yeah.
Where like because I feel like if I can do something like that, I can just disassociate and just kind of think about whatever, because I'm very good at. I can just kind of if I find
Zone
something,
out.
yeah, I can literally disassociate and zone and just think about shit, man.
Some days were like that,
And then I
it
have
was, like, fine.
then I have an existential crisis and think about too much.
Oh,
Then
yeah.
I think about too much and I get freaked out.
Yep.
I do that almost every day.
Do you really? At work?
But I
At
recover
work?
from it. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, I recover. It happens to me at night a lot when I go to bed. I'm just like, oh my god,
Mm-hmm.
we're all gonna die.
Oh, Jesus. that means you just gotta live now, man. Good thing you're sitting in
Well, yeah.
that stuffy little
It's
room
just
here.
my brain it kicks into overdrive too fast. It just processes too much at once, and I go.
That's good for you though.
You know-
Oh yeah, I mean, I feel great afterwards.
It's like a cleanse.
Have you ever been in like the country somewhere? For me, the practice space that we practice at is in Oakfield.
I have never seen it.
It's cool, but it's out in like the middle of nowhere, and there's like 0 light pollution. And so
Ooh,
when we walk
that's
out,
gotta be great.
Yeah, when we walk out, I like look at the sky, and you
Can
can
you
like, see
see-
every star.
Can you see the Milky Way
Yeah,
out there?
I
Like
feel
you can see the actual.
Yeah, like
That's
you can
pretty
see
cool.
different like lighting. It's
Galaxies.
insane, and that puts me into existential
Oh, yeah.
crisis. I'm like, wait.
See, that's what
I've-
really gets me too. Like
I haven't
Spaceman.
remembered for the last like 2 years that space exists.
Joe Rogan's got a great bit about how people drive to the Grand Canyon to see a marvel. It's like, why don't you fucking look up? It's always above you, no
Seriously,
matter where you are.
for real.
It's like,
No
look
joke.
up. That goes on forever, and you
Yup.
just drove 3,000 miles to stare into a fucking hole.
Yeah, exactly. For real. Yeah, space. If I ever just want to like think way too much, I just think
Look
of
at
space.
the sky,
I
yeah.
look at the sky and I'm like, wow.
I'm actually one of the people I would love to colonize like Mars
Yeah.
or go on like a colonization like thing to another galaxy.
Dude,
That's-
why didn't you sign up Elon Musk's thing? or
my body
whatever?
type is not correct.
I think
I'm just too fat, man. Like you know what I mean?
Too chubby.
Elon Musk said, if you want to go, he says the only requirement is that you have to want to die.
Well, because you're gonna die up there.
Yup.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like a test. This is like a crash test dummy thing.
Pretty much.
Oh,
yeah.
those things.
Yeah, like.
See, I don't want that. No,
you
I want to
go
be
up,
like part of the. I want to start a
You could be
society.
the guy who lives.
I would.
You could be the boy who lived.
I have a
Boy.
high survival
Boy.
instinct.
High survival instinct.
Yeah.
Did you learn that on a Facebook quiz?
No.
Oh, I
It's
did.
just- when I get to certain situations, I can just feel it kicking in. Like, no, I'm not fucking dying today. Like
see.
when I'm, it's like
That's not me.
just an example. Like when your car starts sliding on ice,
Mhm.
I can, that you can just feel it or not. Sometimes you're like, oh, you feel out of control. You're like, okay, we're gonna be fine. I feel like all right, this
You're
is gonna
the
be,
guy that
this is
can,
gonna,
like-
this is gonna be fine. Yeah.
One time I took a quiz on Bear Grylls, and like when the results loaded in, it was a picture of him going like this to me. He's like, "You're good," and then I was so full of confidence after that.
In any given situation where things are going south, I'd be one of the first people to be gone.
Start eating
I'll
yourself.
Just admit it. I would fall off so fast. Like,
You're not surviving The Walking Dead.
No. No.
I'm surprised that show is still going, dude. I'm totally off this season. I haven't seen a single episode.
I haven't watched last season yet.
I
I
never
watched
watched
them
it
put
at all.
Negan away, and that was it.
I haven't watched it at all.
No.
I mean, I've probably seen bits and pieces.
you should watch like the first season and see if you like. It's like 5 or 6 episodes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The first
Like an
Really
three,
good.
hour each?
Yeah,
the first
they're
three
really
seasons
good.
are really good for a
Okay.
very specific reason.
Very good.
The guy who directed it, Frank Darabont, is the guy who directed The Shawshank Redemption. And then there's a big controversy of like wages and rights and copyrights, and then Darabont ended up getting kicked out.
Oh.
So, and then after that, you notice there's a
difference in
lack in quality. They're
wow.
still good, but the
It's
first
just-
3 seasons are just godlike.
It's just different now.
Yeah.
Like you can just
Really?
tell. Like it's just
Oh,
not.
wow.
Like the first 3 are just really great storytelling all around. Everything like everyone was locked in. Now it's just kind of like you just feel like there's so much more filler now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dude.
Oh, wow.
Well, with the whole presentation of Negan, I was like, they show him at the beginning of the season. I'm like, he's not gonna die until the end of the season. So there's 19 episodes I'm sitting here for are all pointless as shit. And Rick is going to the end.
The problem is they just drag stuff out a little bit too long because like they'll only have like 3 or 4 episodes of like the actual arc, but then they'll fill in the other 4 episodes with other people's stories that you're like, oh, this is off to the side.
So yeah, it's just like a bunch of filler.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I mean, like if you care about character stuff, then it's not like you like drama, so you actually probably would like the show a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like drama?
Yeah.
You get to root for people to die and stuff, man.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Like Game of Thrones
You'll-
at all?
No.
You'll like hate. You'll like find a character you hate, and you'll be like, oh, I want them to fucking die, and they will because everyone dies. Everyone dies eventually.
Everybody dies eventually.
The Game of Thrones I like more because just I like the setting better, but there is a time, especially in the first few seasons, where you didn't know what was happening. One of the main characters throughout the whole first season, he gets arrested, and then you think he's going to be saved, and then all of a sudden they just show his head fly off. Like for no... Well, there's also another episode of Walking Dead where one of the main girls was just walking on a railroad track. Mid-sentence, she takes an arrow to the eye and just drops.
Dead.
Oh, wow.
Yep,
Yeah.
it's crazy. It's like, hello.
nowhere.
Walking Dead's good at that too, though. Like
They're
they'll
just like,
Not as good at...
not as good as Game of Thrones,
And
no.
not often.
well, like Game of Thrones made it like a cliche for them. Like, oh, what we do is kill people unexpectedly.
yeah, like what
But the
unexpected
thing with The
event's
Walking
gonna
Dead
happen
is
now?
no one's safe because the walkers are everywhere, and like,
yeah.
it's like one of those things. Like
So
you're
at
never
any given
safe.
moment,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
things can happen.
yeah.
Interesting.
Well, if you cheat and go on IMDb and see how long the contracts are extended to,
Yeah, right.
It's like, well, this guy's safe, and I figured out you can also look at people's
What a
filming
cheater.
schedules.
Oh wow.
You can look up people. I went deep.
Look at this guy.
If you look up people's
guy's
filming schedules,
really out here cheating.
you can be like,
He's
oh
like me.
well, he has too many films, and I'm like, this guy's scheduled for like 3 films.
6 movies going on.
Yup, and
He's
then
not gonna be on the show.
sure enough, that season he was killed off. I'm like,
Oh,
it happened
wow.
with 2 people I tracked. I'm like,
You're a smart cookie.
no, I had too much time on my hands.
I find that stuff out because I just watch a lot of podcasts
Yeah.
about like
See
TV
people
shows and
talking
movies.
about it.
Yeah,
You're like, oh no.
but they did like they're in Hollywood, so they discuss like that type
Everything
of
that's
stuff.
going
Yeah.
on.
You want to
Yeah.
shout out your one podcast you really like?
Who you like?
Collider
Yeah.
Live. Yeah,
Collider.
just Collider YouTube channel. Go there and do it. It's real good.
Yeah.
I like Joe Rogan's podcast.
Oh yeah, I try to watch all of his,
Yeah,
even if
try.
I don't know the person.
His are like really long. Some
Dude,
of them
did you
get to,
see
like, 3 to
Sober
4 hours.
October?
Yeah.
4.5
hours. I know.
They were barbecued.
Yeah.
They smoked like 6 joints, and there's only 4 people plus Jamie, and
Yep.
he didn't do anything though. But 4 joints and like 2 bottles of whiskey, and
Yep.
maybe there was something else like a brandy or something. And then they left and went to eat somewhere.
Yeah.
But it was 4.5 fucking hours. It took me 2.
Barbecue.
Yeah, I
I
only
know.
made it through like I was actually watching that live for probably like an hour and a half, and then
Hold on, I want to see his new thing is he goes, dude, did you see that bitch who broke up with her husband and sued him for $2 billion? She's getting paid.
Yeah, he does that all the time.
He's doing it real now.
Paid.
He's doing it a lot now.
yeah,
Paid.
I can't remember who he was talking about.
Barbecued.
Yeah. That's so funny. I
Dude,
love Joe Rogan.
He's been around for so long
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
He
He's
knows
done
everybody. Like,
does.
Yeah,
He
he's
does.
done so many things too. Like
Yeah.
I didn't know him before
Factor.
Fear Factor.
Yeah.
MMA, like
MMA.
Oh, his whole MMA
Commentator.
background. There's a video of him. He's like 19 or 17, where he back wheel kicks the kid and knocks him out.
Ooh.
Yeah, when
Wow.
he's like 19.
Yeah.
That's wild.
At like
Dude.
a
competition.
taekwondo competition or
Yes.
something. Yeah.
Yes.
It's
And
impressive.
I took Taekwondo. I'm a black belt in
too.
Taekwondo. That's
Really?
You are?
Yeah, dude.
A
Like,
black belt.
Yeah.
Could
I was-
you?
I was in karate for quite a while.
Nice,
too.
Really?
dude. Where'd you go? Did you go to Champions?
It was like something. It was over by the park.
I remember
Oh,
that.
that's a different one. Didn't go to the
It was
same
behind
one.
Little
Kicks?
Caesars.
Mixed martial arts.
Oh, I didn't go to that
Something
one.
like
I
that.
went to
It
one
was-
called Champions.
It was behind Little Caesars, wasn't it?
Yes. Yeah, I went
Mine
there
was-
for like 3 years.
Mine was underneath where JNR's is now, or where JNR's
Okay.
was, where 2.0 is.
Yeah.
There was like a place. It was like the
Underneath
stair.
it?
Yeah, that's where I went. Yeah,
The dungeon.
it was cool.
I
Yeah.
liked that. Taekwondo was cool, but then I started getting into like the UFC and
Oh, nice.
MMA with like my dad, and I would watch it, and I got super into all that stuff. So then I started taking jujitsu class,
Ooh,
and then I
nice.
started taking kickboxing class, and then I was in wrestling for a while.
So you can fuck some people up.
Watch out. Yeah.
Put the pinkies out.
I almost had to fight somebody else at a bar after one of my shows one time because
man.
dude, he was so drunk.
I'm always prepared at bars.
we were
'cause
all-
there's so many belligerent people.
We were
never
all
know.
like the band. We're all just talking,
Mm-hmm.
and someone just ends the sentence like saying something. There's 4, and then the guy's walking by. He's like, "You just call my girlfriend a whore?" Or it's like,
God.
"Oh, come on."
No,
He's
man.
just,
Come
He's just got
on.
start shit-itis
Oh
on
my
him.
god.
There's just people looking for
Certain
it. Yeah.
guys.
Me and him
Yeah.
squared up.
Certain
I'm like,
people.
you need to walk away.
Yeah, like, dude.
Like me and him squared up for like a good minute straight. Like him just talking shit. I'm
Just-
like, him trying to rile me. I'm just like, you don't want this
Just
to happen
bugging your
because
eyes and shit.
like. And then his buddy finally came. He's like, "I'm sorry, man." He just pulled him back. I'm like, I wasn't gonna do anything until
No,
he did something.
self-defense.
Yeah, because then I don't get in trouble.
Exactly.
When I
Yeah.
kill him, like.
Right.
Officer, he tried to pat me on the shoulder and he fell on my foot and his face turned blue.
Basically. Yeah.
But like I was fully prepared because there was
Yeah.
like cars on either side. I'm like,
Yeah.
this guy's going through a window.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
You
that's
would
why-
use the environment.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Toss that dude in front of a bus.
We're on,
or
we're on
something.
concrete, dude. I'm gonna trip him and slam his head. It's gonna be done.
Oh.
People's elbow, bro.
There you go.
Dude, you like look around and everyone's cheering. You pull the armband off. Like you sell it to the crowd.
What is it? What was this?
Yeah,
all? Self-defense. Chant it one more time. Self-defense. One more time. Self-defense.
There's gotta be video cameras around here somewhere.
Like, dude, why are you doing this? Well, that's the mic. I just got too into it. Officer, I gotta have a mic. We were just watching an episode of JRE. I'm gonna abbreviate it.
There you go.
And they were showing. Oh, it was with Hinchcliffe. Did you watch that one?
But I
with
think
Tony Hinchcliffe?
parts of it. I'm pretty sure.
Did you see where he showed this guy was fighting 2 Mexicans in a parking garage and he kept
Yep.
backing up?
He
and he kicked
him.
that guy so hard he
That he fell.
collapsed.
Yep.
But then
Then-
he kicked him in the thigh and he goes,
Yeah.
"Oh motherfucker!" And he stood up.
He's like, "Oh, leg kicks, all right, bring the leg kicks." And he like walks up to him, and dude literally just like
Double hooked.
bear hugs him, like hooks him, and
Yep.
just and knocks him straight up.
You hear the back of his head
Just smack.
pop off the concrete, and the camera zooms in on the dude. The dude's eyes are rolled back. He's
Yep.
probably dead. But
It's like Gwen
he's
Stacy
like-
hitting the concrete in Spider-Man 2.
Dude, it's
That
bad.
face. Oh, that face, bro.
Where's the sound effects?
Do you like that reference? Oh, I don't have them. Which one do you?
I'll just play this.
Oh man, I can get sound
Sorry,
effects.
I-
Hold on, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh, we're gonna
Yeah, we're
watch my
watching.
face when it happens.
Yeah.
You'll see it.
I didn't zoom in super far.
That's
It's fine.
okay.
It's fine.
It's got to be coming
The
like right here.
Gwen Stacy, because that was a big.
Oh, there it is. Oh.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That when I zoom in on you.
You barely caught it, but then it goes to him just like what, dude? Gwen, that was a ballsy death in a movie. That was like when to me,
Yeah.
when they killed off Rachel Dawes in Batman. And the Dark Knight.
Yeah.
I did not think they would do that, but when you killed off the main woman, like I knew Gwen Stacy was supposed to die because it's in the comics, but
Yeah.
like they showed it, like he did everything he could, and all of a sudden,
Yep.
and how when they show him sit in front of the grave for like 2 years straight, and the snow's covering him and shit, that was tough.
That was tough.
I
He's getting
enjoy
emotional
Garfield.
over here.
Too late, I'm already off.
Too
it.
late.
You know, you're
Good try
sad.
though.
You're
It's
sad.
it's queued up just in case.
It's ready.
Do you want another water, man?
No, I'm good.
I was gonna tell
I'll
you to go
just
get
sip
one.
it. Just wetting the whistle every once in a while.
Yeah. Well, dude, I just introduced my girlfriend to my parents, so like
Oh wow.
we're a talkative family, so like my throat is pretty hurting right now, and these aren't helping. I'm still gonna keep going,
Cool.
but like
We can keep going.
it's
for a
just
bit.
like shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's already midnight. Like I don't know if you have to be somewhere or not. Like,
No.
I just got up, so
gotta be in his-
my day's kind of like
This
just
is like,
started.
man,
He's got to
I'm
be
about
in
to-
his bed.
I'm about to bust out some coffee.
Do you know who Brendan Shaw is?
Yeah.
Oh my god. The story of him where he almost fought a dude on the freeway in the middle of traffic? Cue that up. I got you'll hear in 1 minute. I'm going to say a punchline and then you play it right after.
The
okay?
bruh?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Brendan Schaub's telling the story about how he was with Brian Callen.
Yep.
I almost went and saw him. I really regret it. We were out with Charlie's bachelor party in Madison the night he was playing. I actually walked past the theater while he was playing. I was like, shit, I want to walk in there and just be like, JRE!
Yeah.
But, so Brian Callen was sitting in the car. This guy, like, cut him off, and then the guy got out of the car. He was, like, a Mexican dude, tore his shirt off, all tatted up, and then got in Schaub's face. And Schaub's an ex-UFC fighter.
Yeah.
So, like,
He's
back...
big.
Oh, yeah, he's a big
Schaub's
dude.
big.
He's a goof, but he's a big dude.
Yeah,
and
he's a big guy.
they're going back and forth. Finally, Schaub drops his key line and says, bro, you were in my bubble, and I'm about to bust.
Yes. He's a big dude.
Schaub, have you ever seen some of his fights? He wasn't in there for long, but he's got a few good ones. Jesus. Don't overdo it.
He kind of blew up and had a couple of good fights, and then it like kind of derailed pretty quick.
Yeah, there's an episode where you can watch it where Joe Rogan like takes him and says, "Listen."
Yep. Oh yeah, I've seen it.
It's hard to watch too because he starts crying.
He's being real with him.
He starts crying though, but they both do, I think.
Yeah.
And there's someone sitting there too. Like there's another UFC guy, and he's just kind of minding his own business, like looking away.
Yeah.
Because this is like a UFC commentator who like knows the business very well. And took Schaub like under his wing, and here he's telling him, he's like, I don't think you have the capability to do this.
Yep.
Yeah. Like hearing that from like one of your idols.
Yeah.
Is like I can't imagine that because Joe's like 12 years older than him.
Yeah.
Schaub's only like 37.
Mm-hmm.
Rogan's like 51 or 2.
Yep.
He looks good for 52. Jesus.
He does.
Yeah.
He's insane.
Yeah. Like that guy's gonna live forever. I'm convinced of it. Well, he knows so many people.
100.
He's gonna have the infant blood put in him, like all those Eddie Bravo.
Yeah,
fucking Eddie Bravo. Dude,
so
every
funny.
time he's on, he's like, bro, do you know about the dinosaur shit with the Nazis? And I'm like, okay,
God, here we go.
Strap in. It's gonna be another doozy.
Yeah.
Dude, there was the worst one was when he argued flat Earth for over an hour with Joe, and neither of them would back down, and it got heated, and then Jamie got involved. The whole time Brendan's there, and the whole time the camera would cut to Brendan just going, like just.
Yep. I clicked on
because he couldn't believe what he was hearing.
I clicked on probably like 3 or 4 of like the conspiracy theory, all kind of that type stuff with him, and I learned like I'm not gonna click on those anymore. If I'm feeling it, I will.
They're so funny.
Yeah,
they're
he's
so
just
fucking
so
funny.
out there. It's insane.
There's the best thumbnail is him going.
Yep.
And he's presenting material, and it says Eddie Bravo goes deep with like 6 E's, and it's all capitalized, deep in flat Earth.
Yep.
And he gets in so many like arguments with Jamie because Jamie's like
research dude.
Well, yeah. Plus, he's like the only person there who went to college.
Yeah.
Brian Callen, I don't think went to college. He just reads a lot.
Yeah. And Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan's actually really smart. Like
no, he doesn't think he's smart though. He doesn't think he's smart because he says it logically. He goes, "All I did was memorize shit other people thought of."
I guess
that's what he's like. If you don't believe me, you go to a desert island with nothing but a knife. How long does it take before you can send me an email?
Oh,
fail horn. Bum, bum, bum. He had all these great sound effects queued up yesterday, like right as we were done. He's like,
well, like I was just showing you them,
late to the party.
No, dude, he's good. He's been Johnny on the spot for a while. What was that? Just do it.
That's me.
Is that?
I have to just.
That's what's his?
Don't let your dreams be.
What is his name?
Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf. Yeah.
Dude,
what a guy.
Shia. I hope he gets like in more movies. He's in a couple, but they're all like art housey movies, like where they're like really, really offbeat and just too weird.
Yep. Which is like what he's into though.
What's that new one?
He probably loves it.
Yeah, like Charlie Countryman.
Do you see him in Fury?
Oh yeah. I watched that with Bortner. Dude, his jaw was on the floor the whole time.
Yeah,
good.
I bet.
He loves that shit.
It's good.
Yeah. Well, like he's like, watch this movie. You want to watch it with me? I'm like, I've seen it like 6 times, bro. I saw it in the theater. And he's like, yeah, I heard it was okay. His jaw's like,
it's like you about to learn today.
He did learn. He fucking learned. That my favorite episode. You guys ever see Holes with Stanley Yelnats?
Is that Mike?
Dude, Holes is great.
Yeah.
I've seen Holes a long time ago. I read the book too. I think
Holes is very good.
Pretty sure I read the book. And
Sigourney Weaver,
cool.
man, the queen of sci-fi.
Sigourney Weaver is in that.
Yeah, she's the main villainess.
Oh, the chick with the venom nails.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's the queen of sci-fi.
Yeah, dude, I'm obsessed with Alien. I have like a whole shelf out there dedicated to it.
Really?
You might have walked past it, yeah. Well, you
Probably.
you don't like...
I'm not into the Alien, no. Oh, no.
You're into JRE, so like you get a pass, man.
I
Like
passed
there's
it.
not a lot of dudes into that. Like I know more girls that are into that.
Really?
Into JRE. Yeah, I know a couple chicks that are just like all about Joe Rogan and listening.
Oh, really?
I know one girl, she's like, dude, I just smoke a bowl and just zone out listening to his shit.
to him. Yep.
Just put it on like just all the
Just like a mix.
The mixes, yeah.
Where it just goes like video to video of like the significant parts.
The highlights, yeah.
The highlights or whatever.
There
yeah.
was one I listened to the other day right at the end of my shift, right when my the plant manager heard it though.
Oh no.
Oh, it was called Joe Rogan on soul crushing jobs.
Yep.
I don't have a
Ironic.
soul crushing job. I love my job. I really do. Most of my day is I'm gonna say this. Most of my day, if I get really lucky, because I get put in different positions every day, but 3 days out of the 5 this week, I was on what is known as a roller. So what I do is like I got a piece of metal from it's like maybe from corner to corner. It's pretty long, and I stick just the tip of it into this machine. I push a button, and for 3 minutes, it bends this machine, and I'm up in a platform, like where no one else can bother me, and no one's allowed up there unless they're trained on it. So only my boss. I'm completely covered from any bother, and like I put my speaker up, I put my phone up there like that, and I'm just watching Joe Rogan the whole time.
Wow.
Yeah, and like every 3 minutes, I gotta stand up and just keep doing it.
Yep.
It's
Just
a
enter another one in
dream.
there.
Yes.
Wow.
And I was watching the Soul Crushing Jobs one the other day, and then all of a sudden the plant manager, of course, he can go out there. He goes, "Mr. Shear, what are you listening to?" And I'm like, "Oh, and I'm just like clicking buttons to get off of it. Yeah, and it like came on to like something about like coming on a chick's face or
Oh,
some
no.
shit. And he's like, "Oh, it's very interesting." And I'm like, I'd take that over you
Over it.
hearing
Yeah.
Soul Crushing Job any day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was where he was talking with what's his fucking face? The bald guy that can't stop shaking.
What?
It's not Michael J. Fox.
That's mean.
Son of a bitch, what was his name? No, he can't stop shaking because he can't concentrate. Why can't I think
A
of it?
bald guy?
He's bald.
Oh man, I can't think of.
Greg Fitzsimmons. Not saying that's bad. That's just what he is.
Yeah.
Sorry, bud. Someday we're all gonna be bald. Maybe.
I mean, I'm bald.
Yeah, that's okay. It's a power move for you. Like if I shaved my head, if you shaved your head,
Power move?
it'd be a power move. Yeah, because it's like fuck you. I'm not a slave to this.
Yeah.
It's too busy.
I'm too busy.
It's too busy.
Ain't nobody got time for
I don't
that.
have time. Do you know you can
got time
save?
for that.
Take all the time you take shampooing your hair.
Yeah.
Now remove that. How much time you're cutting? 2 minutes out of your shower.
It's pretty great.
Yeah, you are literally. You got 10 minutes. 2 times 5 is 10. You got like 10 minutes during your work week extra. You're going to work a little earlier. You're feeling better. Or you got 10 minutes to just do whatever, jerk off or whatever.
He's like, I don't know about all that.
You can do whatever you want for an extra 10 minutes. You multiply that, you got 52 times 10. You got 520 extra minutes a year that you're
Boom.
not shampooing.
That's true. It's a lot of minutes.
No sound effect. Is that you saying that?
No.
No,
Oh.
that's the real deal.
Oh, that's
the
just
real-
a sound bite.
That's the real one.
Yeah, he was talking to Greg Fitzsimmons about like just jobs he had when he was younger.
Yep.
I was actually I always have like a stock question. I used to ask people, why was that just cutting to you?
Because
Just like-
it's like his face. I'm just...
Cut it again. Bruh. When I used to ask people like when they first felt like they had some form of real success.
Okay.
But after a while, it just put people on the spot. And I felt like they felt bad because, like, if they didn't have, like, oh, it was like I bought my first car with Bluetooth. My first form of success. No, my first real story of success was when I had a car with air conditioning, because the first 3 cars I bought didn't have air conditioning.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like, that's bullshit. Let's think of something embarrassing. What was the worst job you ever had?
Ooh.
If you're comfortable talking about it.
Oh, I will be.
Okay.
Probably. Probably KFC.
You worked in the KFC in Fond du Lac?
Yep. Look at that face. Yes. When I was 16, 17.
Yeah.
Ish. It was bad.
Yeah.
Bad. Yes.
See, 25 now,
Greasy.
so I'd be like 19, 20. Okay.
Yeah. It was greasy, smelly, like hot, just gross. Didn't
How many
like it.
years?
I only worked there for like a year and a half.
Sure, that's enough.
It was plenty. Yeah.
Yeah,
Applaud
deserves
me
an
for being there
applause
that
break.
long. Yeah, it was bad. It was not good.
That's awesome. Because
Yeah.
I went there like a year ago for the first time in like 8 years.
I haven't been there in a long time.
It's been a while.
Since I like quit, I think I've been there maybe once in the last like 8 years.
Do you have any like real
That's a
nasty
while.
stories? Like behind the scenes shit?
Oh yeah.
What? Okay, was there one where you
by
like...
KFC? 'Cause,
Oh, maybe not then.
There's
Here we go
there's-
with the
dude. There was one time. Like I would literally just go into the cooler and grab like chicken by the bags.
Yeah.
And there was one time when I grabbed a bag, and like I didn't even open it, and I was like, "This kind of smells weird." Yeah. So I open it, and it's got this funky like yellow look to it, and it like smelled really bad. So I like took it to my like supervisor. I was like, "Hey Bart, like what's up with this chicken? It smells and like looks kind of gross." And he's like, "Just use it." I was like, yeah. I was like, just, that's it? He's like, yeah, just use it. It's fine. It's going to be cooked anyways. Like, just use it. Yep. I was like,
grill it out.
yep. I was like, all right, cool. And when at KFC, when you're like cooking the chicken, you have to take every thigh piece and you had to like gut it with your thumb. You had to like push down like a groove and it would like spew out these guts, like super deep red purpley guts from the chicken. Yeah, every thigh piece.
This is why he's a vegetarian, man.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't blame you at all.
Disgusting. It was gross.
God
man.
damn.
Yep. Like I worked there like every day and I never ate.
You never ate there?
No.
Did you get like some kind of a discount?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like
I could just take food for like
50%.
free or like,
free?
or like yeah, 50% on like my break or whatever, but I
Yeah.
like nope. The most every once in a great while I would eat like a biscuit.
Yeah, because
With,
that's
like, some honey on it.
stock or whatever.
Yeah,
That just
yeah.
comes.
Yeah. It was
You
not
fucking
good.
up biscuits, you just walk out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once it's mold,
It was
fuck
bad.
you.
Yeah. So KFC, that place is a wreck. Every once in a great while I would have to change the oil on 5 fryers at once.
Why? You're supposed to stagger that.
No. They
No.
did not do that.
No.
Yeah, there was like this oil shuttle that was huge. Like I was like 16 and like 130 pounds, and this shuttle like I would fill it with oil to the brim, and the thing weighed like 300 pounds, and I would like roll it to this oil like dumpster thing.
Yep.
And I had to like lift this thing, like set the edge on the dumpster and try and like lift it to
Yeah.
pour it out. And like my little scrawny self was like, I can't do
Hey,
this.
I can't.
Yeah, dude. I
What
had
are
to do
you
that
doing?
all the time. I'm like, why can't you have like somebody that's strong do this? But it is a wreck. I hate
That's
that place.
so awesome.
Hated it.
Oh my god.
It was horrible.
Fuck yeah, that's awesome.
I did have that oil shuttle spill once.
Oh yeah.
The entire thing.
Oh.
It was like, I don't even know, probably 35 gallons of oil all over the, yeah.
Oh,
Not
35. I got a spill story for you.
and it was like scorching hot oil.
Yeah.
By the way.
Yeah,
Like,
because
it
it's
it
from
was
the
like
fryer.
Yeah, it was like 250 plus degrees.
Oh, I would say 350.
Yeah, it was probably pushing.
That's
like
what
3.
McDonald's was.
Yeah.
All right, listen here.
All right, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
I have I got
Spill
one.
story.
I was working at Save a Lot many years ago, probably 2010, 2011. We got a truck come in for our load that day, and the store manager or whatever goes to take it off the truck. For whatever reason, the bay is like up with like a elevator thing, so he gets, or just gotta bring like a power jack and
Yep.
lift it up, pull it off. He gets the milk pallet off the truck.
no.
He sets it down on the receiving thing, but it's on the edge, and the whole thing tips off.
Yikes.
Ooh.
A whole pallet.
An entire pallet of milk crates, all like, probably like 10 high, fall over. They all just explode. The whole back room is just covered in milk.
Oh, man.
He's like, well, probably go get the scrubber.
Yeah.
Oh, like no shouting or anything?
Yeah, well, he did it. He's the one who did it, and he fucked
and
up.
You saw it.
I was just there waiting to I was waiting to pull the pallet into the dairy cooler so I could stack it down. And
Did it look like it happened in slow motion?
yeah,
Yeah.
I was just like,
He saw it, like...
we both kind of just looked at, we like locked eyes when it happened. As it was happening, we were just like, oh. One of
That's
those.
so awesome. That's so fucking
That's
good.
the best story.
That probably
Like, it's a fantastic story.
That probably took forever.
It's like 3 hours to clean it up.
Yeah.
Because he was like, oh, go ahead. Because there was only a couple people working at Sable at 9 Aisle store.
Yeah.
So like, he's like, you got to go and just work, the floor, or,
And
be out
he
there for
just was
customers. And he just cleaned. And
back
then
there
once he was done, I
sweeping.
just went back there and had to keep cleaning. When the next person came in, it's like, it was crazy. Like, he had all the milk sucked up, but I had to like get in all the cracks to make sure, 'cause, like, that shit will fucking rot and
Yep.
get like flies and maggots back there and
Holy-
stuff.
yeah,
So
yeah.
like, yeah, it was wild.
Yeah.
Fuck. That's so awesome.
It wasn't at the time, but it's awesome now. I'll tell you.
Jesus Christ.
It was
That's awesome. Dude, I can't top these.
that.
I mean, I worked at McDonald's for 4 years, and I've had similar things. I was actually really careful there.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, let me see. Maybe I do? No. I'm sorry, I don't.
Nothing to top it on.
I not to top it. I mean, I've got little things here and there. Like,
No spill stories. Huh?
I screamed motherfucker once, and
no.
like 7 or 8 customers complained because my friend joined the Marines while we were there, and when he was going for his test, he's like, either I find out today, or he's like this is my future, man. I can't. I don't know.
He's
It's
calling.
like I got
called
nothing.
motherfucker.
He's like, I got nothing if I can't pass this. He's like, I have no direction in my life. He was a smart kid. Well, he still is, but. And then he comes in. I'm like, did you pass? He's got this big grin on his face. And he fucking like reaches into his jacket and he pulls out like a pin or something. And he got it. And I go, oh, Semper Fi, motherfucker.
Oh, man.
Really loud.
Fucking
Loud.
McDonald's.
Hard loud. Now, this wasn't like late at night where the drive-thru was running. This wasn't early in the morning when there was only a couple people. This was like 12:30
Midday.
p.m.
There's, like, packed.
Full counter, full drive-through, full everything. Microphones on, so it carried out into the drive-through.
Oh my god.
Semper Fi, motherfucker! And I was so excited, and I like went to hug him, and I had like 2 managers like, hey, and they ran out, and they're like, what the hell?
Which one did you work at?
East Johnson,
Oh, really?
by the high school.
Okay.
That one.
Interesting.
Oh,
I used to
wow.
go there every single. Man, I wonder if that's how I used to go there every single day for my merit. Like for my
Probably.
study hall with me and a couple
yeah.
of buddies, we'd go there and play fucking Monopoly on that shit. Yeah.
Well, you probably saw me.
Oh,
I'm sure
Well,
I
I mean,
did.
I worked there from 09 to
Oh my God.
2009 to 2011.
My B guys, my B.
You're fine. 2009 to 2013. I'm sorry, 2009 to 2013.
Really?
Yes, I worked there for 4 years, and
Wow.
it was a lot of fun. Like, I have dreams about what I used to do there. It was like, it's so, looking back on it, it's probably the hardest job I ever had, because you had 8 managers just being like, they all hated each other, like, do it my way, not that way.
Yeah.
And then like they'd
Oh my
all yell
God.
at you.
That's the worst.
Oh man.
You have like
it
double
was
standards all over.
Yes.
The place.
Oh,
You're like, oh, you want me to do it this way, but they said this way. Do it my way.
you just gotta get through the day.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you guys have any interesting near death experiences?
Near death?
Like, it's a big jump, but yeah.
Like
Yeah,
just in
gotta-
general?
Yeah.
Or at
Yeah,
work?
Yeah.
Just in general.
Huh?
I've been in like 3 car accidents that I should have died
Those are
in.
boring.
Okay.
I have 2 interesting ones.
Over to you.
I really don't, to be honest.
So,
Plain and
think
safe.
so.
That's good.
well, I have one easy one when we were having band practice one time.
Oh,
It was out in my back shed, behind my house. I plugged my amp in. Apparently, some of the outlets aren't grounded properly, so my finger touched one of the screws, and
Yeah.
I woke up on the floor.
Oh no!
So I got like electrocuted.
You got shocked.
Yeah, and then and then there was another
for
one
real,
where
man.
we cut down the willow tree in our front yard, and I didn't almost get crushed. No, it's nothing like that. But like it was down, so like we were waiting for it to get chopped up more. But like there was just a bunch of sticks and stuff. I was like running on it, like, and then I like fell off the side, like landed flat on my back. Ooh. I like looked to my side, and there's just like a giant thing sticking up. I'm like, oh, I could have just died now.
Oh man.
Yeah, I know. I was just like, oh wow.
Actually, I do have one.
Yeah, see, I knew something would spark.
I have one else that's not in a car.
So when I was, how old was I? Probably 10, 11 years old. One of my neighbors, my neighbors were all about like four-wheelers and dirt bikes and all that stuff. And so the dad was like, do you want to take like a four-wheeler drive with me? And I'll like cruise around and have some fun. And I was like, sure, why not? So I'm on the back of a four-wheeler. Probably, how much do four-wheelers weigh, do you think?
Probably a couple hundred, like 300 or 400 pounds.
A good like 300, 400, 500 pounds.
The most.
It was a pretty big one. It was like a racing one. It was fast. Okay. So he's driving. I'm on the back of it. And he's doing donuts. Like, he was going for it. He's like, you having fun? And I was like, yeah. He's like, all right, we're going to do some donuts. And this was in like a gravel driveway. And there was a little piece of cement that jutted out into the gravel. So we're doing donuts. And then one of the back tires caught that cement. And the entire four-wheeler and this dude that was like 6'2", 250 pounds, both flew into the air back on top of me. Like, the dude and the four-wheeler both on top of me. I was like 10 years old. I was probably like 70 pounds.
Oh my God.
So, were you scared? Or did you just like,
whoa, I was dying.
Okay, so
I'm
you
not
were
kidding.
Like, you were fearing of death.
Yes, I for sure was, because I got up and I could not breathe for what felt like a year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But it was probably like a minute.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Bortner just joined.
Ooh.
Really?
He's Brian.
Yeah. But that I like legit, I remember like getting up to my feet and like my whole body felt compressed. And like my dad ran up to me and like I couldn't breathe. I was like, this is it. I can't breathe. Like, I'm just going to die. This is it. And my dad like picked me up and was like, don't worry. Like, your breath is just knocked out of you. It'll come back in a second. Like, just give it a bit. And I was like, okay.
Jesus.
Yeah, dude. I thought I was going to die. I had like rocks in my back.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
From the gravel,
pressed in. Yeah.
Pressed up into my back and like bruises and cuts. Oh, it was bad. Very bad. I will not go anywhere near a four-wheeler to this day.
I don't blame you at all.
So leading off from that, what are some of your favorite life experiences you had with the bands that you've had all these years?
Ooh.
Zacoda.
Oh man, favorite experiences.
Yeah.
I mean, traveling is always my favorite.
What are some of the favorite places you've gone?
I've had some crazy stuff. We actually played a really random like bar that was really fun in, I think it was North Dakota.
Really?
South
Did they party hard?
Yeah. There was one dude specifically that like he was the life of the party.
What was his name?
I can't remember. It was something very typical, like John or like Don or something.
Okay.
And that show was just really fun. We were all just having a really good time. Chicago is always fun to play. I like being in Chicago and like big cities. There's another, Des Moines was fun to play.
Do you have any like crazy stories that have happened to you guys while you're on the road? Or has it been pretty standard and
pretty standard,
pretty nice and easy?
Yeah, I mean, there's been a couple nights where like we've tried to get places to sleep. There was one time where we ended up sleeping in the van and it was like pretty cold.
Oh no! Did you guys huddle for one?
Yeah, no joke. It was like cold, like probably 30 degrees outside,
Oh,
and
shit.
so like and it was very cold, which sucks. But nothing like too crazy, to be honest.
You had a nice experience.
Yeah.
Just all fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
That's better than tragedy or dying or like rolling.
We haven't rolled a van,
Rolling
or
the
like
van.
That's
anything
good.
like that.
Like with like Pangea, they've had their like trailer break on too. and
Didn't
stuff
they
like
have
that.
someone steal their shit too? I heard.
I don't think it was.
No, that
them.
wasn't them.
They
That
had
actually
all-
does happen.
A lot of other bands.
Well,
that
yeah,
was-
you're carrying a couple
bummer.
grand worth of gear, and it's just sitting there. And
It's bad.
yeah, do you lock it a lot?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh for sure.
I don't know why I did that because it just went right into the.
Do you lock it a lot?
Do you? Do I sound like that?
No. But honestly, a big thing when I was like 15, I played at the rave, which I thought was like the coolest.
Dude,
That is cool.
I played there.
still think that's cool.
I played there
Yeah.
like 3 times. It's great.
It's
Yeah.
still cool.
Like, and it was for the show that we opened like on the bar
Yep, the
stage
bar
or
stage,
whatever.
yeah.
The show that we played specifically was.
Was this with what lies ahead?
Yep.
Yep.
The show was August Burns Red, Emery, and Under Oath.
Oh,
That's dope.
Yeah.
And you open for them?
I mean, we
Did
were
you
like on
meet-
the side stage.
But
like,
but you have a
okay.
forced audience because everyone's
Yeah.
held there.
yeah.
That's still
watching
your.
the band.
So
It's
you're,
great.
so you're in the
It's great.
same echelon as them. Who
Yeah.
angry reacted that?
3 different people.
Rosenfeld.
Oh no.
Mikey.
That was what. Actually, no. Mike wasn't in What Lies Ahead when we played at the rave. Sorry, Mike.
I ran into him at the Theo Vaughn show. That was kind of cool. Ran into him and his bro Tony.
Tony. Yeah.
Yeah. I went to high school with them. I don't know if Mikey was in in the same. I don't know if he's like a freshman when I was a senior, but like
If you're
Tony
a
was
year
right
older
a
than
year
him,
underneath.
Mike's in the same grade as me. I graduated
Yeah, so
10.
Mike was like,
Oh, really?
You graduated?
Or no, I graduated 12.
I graduated.
You
Yeah.
graduated 10.
Yeah.
I'm 09.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
he would have probably been a junior when Mike was a freshman.
He would have been.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 2
No,
years. He's
you
2 years
would've been.
behind
I
me.
I would
would've
have
been
been
a senior.
Yeah, he would have been a senior.
Yeah.
When he was a
Okay.
freshman.
Cause I remember you were a senior and I was a freshman. There you go.
Boom, he answered the question.
Little bit of a delay, but
Yeah.
Did Mike answer that?
Yeah.
yeah.
Mike, do you remember when you got like escorted around the hallways to Asking Alexandria?
What?
Calling him out.
What?
I loved Asking Alexandria.
Yeah,
The
so did
first
I.
2
Oh, yeah.
albums.
What happened?
Mike Rosenfeld was like obsessed with the Asking Alexandria's like first album.
Oh, okay.
Stand up
What
and
is it called?
scream,
Yeah.
dude.
It's a good album.
And when you're a freshman at WLA, you have this thing, where you can have like a couple of seniors like escort you around to do like they're like your
The slave.
like, slave for the
Senior
day.
slave
And
day.
so he had like this.
Fuck!
He had this cart. He had this cart with like speakers and like a stereo system,
Dude, shush.
just blasting Asking Alexandria.
I loved Asking Alexandria. I just
I
saw
liked it
them
too.
at Warped Tour, and I got there late, and I was screaming. I was like, "Play Final Episode!" And then like everybody kept saying
They
like,
did, didn't they?
did.
Yep.
They did win it before I got there.
Oh,
Dude, I saw him 7 times before Danny left, and I never saw him
really?
after until this time. This will make 8.
oh wow.
So yeah,
He's back.
I heard
Yeah.
the news. I've listened to the new album. I'm a fan. I like it, but
Okay.
So, sorry, go ahead.
the girl I was seeing at the time had like she was gifted, and she apparently like she was like, I'm gonna meet you in the car, I'm gonna go see if I can get on the bus. And I'm like, what are you gonna do? She's like,
oh no.
I'm gonna try and get on the bus.
Oh,
I'm like, all
I've
right.
been like, all right. Well,
I was
try and find a ride
seeing-
home.
I was seeing her, so
Okay,
I couldn't
so it
say
wasn't like-
shit.
yeah.
Yeah. So all of a sudden I come back, like she's gone 10
Nice.
minutes. 10 minutes. She's like, you're not gonna fucking believe this. So she shows me a video. She's getting Ben and Danny signing her bra.
Oh, nice.
So she had to take it off. So
Oh.
she flashed them to get on the bus.
Oh my god.
I was cool with it, but at first I was like, ooh. But after a while, I'm like, all right, this is a
Nice.
once in a lifetime thing. I'm like, I got over it real quick.
Yeah.
I was angry at first though. Like I'm like, those are mine. You can't.
Yeah.
You did nothing to see those.
I'd be more angry at them as like band members. Like
I
"Come on,
wouldn't be.
guys."
That's the whole reason they started the band. You might have done it to make music and live out your dreams. They're trying to get pussy.
Yeah.
Everyone's mad at dude. I've had so many people say like, Nickelback, you're only in it for money and pussy. Yeah.
What better reason is
Yes. I don't know. Recognition for hard work.
For real.
I'm in
Yeah.
it for the fame, boys. Like,
Yeah.
like, let's go.
Fucking fame, yeah, fame and glory and puss. Yeah,
All the things that come
edit
with
that
those
out.
things.
Yeah.
Asking Alexandria in a nutshell.
Oh, dude, they were all in triple digits by the time the 3rd album came out.
Oh, yeah.
They would just bang chicks from town to town to town, like 7 a night.
Probably, yeah.
Danny had to beat chicks away. He wasn't like the best looking
And they're all
dude either.
probably
Right.
like sex offenders.
Oh hell yeah!
Right.
Oh
Hardcore.
dude, Danny is he's like 2 or 3 weeks older than me.
Really?
Yeah, and he's been to rehab like 6 times.
Yeah.
Like, well, yeah, but like they formed that damn band over YouTube. They met in a comments thread on YouTube.
Really?
Him and Ben Bruce.
I did not know
Can you
that.
believe that? Out of pure chance, and they'll go down as a decent rock band.
Kind of like
How they
Panic at the Disco was found on a chat roulette type
was
thing.
it really?
Yeah.
Really?
Patrick Stump found them. while they were just
Oh,
him
yeah.
and they were
Wow.
Brandon Urie and his buddy were just playing on a thing like that.
And Brendan Urie was like really young.
Yeah,
Like 16.
he was recording when they were like 17, 16,
Yep.
17, yeah. Dude, that guy's got such a range. I mean,
He's
Patrick
incredible.
Stump isn't as polished because, like, you ever hear him live?
Yeah.
He's all over. He's better now, but, like, when he first came out, oh,
He doesn't
you know.
care.
But Brandon Urie has always been, like, gold.
He's so good.
Like, I understand my chicks scream.
Yeah.
It's
He's a good-looking guy,
talented.
too.
Oh,
I mean,
he's bi now.
is he?
Yeah, he said, well, how can I not love boys and girls?
Oh, there you go.
And, like, they're like, oh, you mean bi? He's like, yeah.
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 I guess. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a guy on Game of Thrones who he gets caught with a guy and a girl in his bed, and he's like, oh, I didn't know you were. He's like, I'm not. He's like, so you like women? No.
Oh.
So he goes, okay. He goes, he's like, well, I like this, and he slaps the girl's ass. He's like, I like this, and he grabs the dude's dick. He goes, why would I deny myself half the pleasures of this earth?
Oh, wow.
And the guy's like, power. That's a power move.
Yeah.
So I was gonna say earlier, you know how you said you were like screaming out the song name? Like, does that, like, do bands actually do that? Like, that never works, right? Like, they have a set list, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So the Rings of Saturn show that we played for, this is what they did. People would scream out a song, they'd be like, what? Okay, we'll play that next. They literally did their entire set
Wow.
off of requests.
Really?
So
It was awesome.
it was like a crowd work show.
So
That's
me
kinda
and
cool.
Shane just screamed out all the songs from their first album that we wanted to hear, and we fucking got to hear every single song we wanted.
Yeah.
wow.
It was awesome.
Dang, that is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I've never heard that happen.
It was pretty great.
Wow.
I think
That's
it was,
neat.
I think it was because it was just kind of like one of those in between stops for them. They're just like, let's just have fun.
Dang.
Best live band I've ever seen. Their
Rings of
drummer is
Saturn?
incredible.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm sure.
their vocalists sounded better live than on the CD.
Dang.
I don't know how it was possible, but it was.
Yeah. That's incredible.
And their guitar players were very good. Like,
I love
stupid.
seeing bands live that are like,
Like, you know how like their stuff sounds like impossible to play.
yeah, but they do
It's
it.
pretty incredible.
But isn't that band sadly like always in turmoil?
Yeah, they're not a thing anymore.
Uh,
Yeah, they broke up because their guitar players were assholes. One of
That's
them-
what I
one of them
heard.
was, yeah.
They're brothers, aren't they?
I have no idea. I never.
Oh,
I don't go deep on a lot of bands
Oh,
really.
okay.
Like, I'm in for the music.
Just the music.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. Like, there's so many.
Because since I do like recording and stuff, I just listen. That's what I'm into. Like the
yeah, the listening.
the behind it, stuff like I look at that behind the stuff, like what was used to make it and all that stuff. But
There's so many
Them-
people who watch movies and they're just like, I love this movie and this movie and this movie. But I go fucking like real deep. I'm
Into
like,
it.
who's the actor? Who's the director? Who was the producer? Who's the exec produce? Who is who is a cinematographer? Who
See,
is
I'm
the
telling
sound?
you gotta have Ben on here.
Who? Ben Ellingson?
yeah,
Write it down.
For real.
I'm actually
Shout
gonna
out.
put his name
Do
in
it.
my notes here.
Another big
add 'em
thing,
right now.
Kind of going back to your question.
What's Ben Ellingson?
Yeah. A big thing, the album that Bottom of the Lake just put out is actually like the first album that I've been a part of that's actually gone through, and we have like physical copies and have it on like Spotify and everything.
Nice.
Like a full album.
Oh, really? That's the
Yeah,
first time
with,
you've had
with
it.
What Lies Ahead, we had a full album, but it never
It's
ended
all on
up.
MySpace, right?
Yeah, it never ended up like coming to. Like we recorded the whole thing and never really like released it. Actually, we like broke up, and then with Township we had like.
Do you have any
two
of those
EPs.
recordings? Did you have those still for What Lies Ahead? I was just thinking
the
about
album?
that. Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
if you-
just thinking about it the other day. I'm like, I really want to listen to that again.
Really?
Yeah.
If you go on the interwebs and you look up like What Lies Ahead FDL Reverb Nation,
Oh, on Reverb you can get them
it
there.
has the full
Dope.
album. That's
Dope.
the only place that I can ever find it.
Cool.
Yeah. So if you want to listen to the whole thing, there it is.
That's where I'm going when I get home.
Cool. Yeah. But
he gave me I had him on the first time. He gave me a free copy. Not trying to make you feel bad of
My
his
bad.
new CD.
Yeah, my bands.
It was so
Midnight
cool.
CD,
Midnight,
the
okay.
Waking Up at the End of
That
the
was the
World.
first. That was before I asked you to do this,
Yeah.
and it was the first gift I'd ever received on this podcast.
Well,
Like, you know how Joe Rogan. No, don't feel bad. You know how Joe Rogan, like, sometimes someone will just bring him shit.
bring him stuff. Yeah. He's
Yeah,
like, "Oh,
or
wow."
and he'll give elk meat.
Yeah.
Well,
He's got to have
usually-
like so much of that just packed in his freezer.
Well, yeah, he gets an elk a year, and it
Yeah.
lasts him till the next elk.
Yeah.
800 pounds of meat.
Yeah.
Stolfy's on here. He's a good dude. I work with that guy. He's funny. That dude's been driving forklift longer than he's been driving a car. That's not true, but I feel like it.
I should have brought you a CD.
No, dude, it's all good. I'll listen to your stuff.
You should.
Bottom of the Lake.
Yep.
It's good.
I'm glad he
Very
brought
good.
these because usually, like, if I had more fucking time, dude, I usually, like, make a pizza.
Oh, wow.
And I will usually have more drink options. Like, I mean, there's hard liquor out there, too. I have whiskey and, like, Bacardi and shit.
As it goes, face is like,
Yeah, that storm.
Liquor
Yeah.
is more my thing. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, whiskey. Yeah, dude, we're at, like, an hour and 40 minutes, and it's almost 1:45.
Okay.
You got anything else to say, or?
Nah.
promote the shit out of whatever you want to
Yeah,
promote,
dude.
man.
Yeah, you get,
Put it
like...
out there. It's going on. This will be on
unlimited.
YouTube and SoundCloud and all that
Hurry
stuff.
up, hurry up.
Yeah,
hurry up,
he
hurry
puts
up,
it on the
hurry
other
up,
stuff too.
Oh,
hurry up.
man.
Sorry.
Bottom of the Lake has a show in
Okay.
Milwaukee. That's like the only thing we really have coming
When?
up. November 30th at a place called JJ's Bar and Grill.
Cool.
We have that, but then other than that, we're not really doing much because we're just gonna be writing and recording and stuff. So.
Awesome. When can we find you? Where can you find that band on the interwebs? What are the @?
You can find us on Instagram at bottom of the lake _WI.
Okay. Oh, okay. Bottom of the Lake, all one word.
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
Hang on. I'm going to look it up on Instagram,
Boom.
and I'm going to put it at the
Put it in
camera.
there.
Point it.
Cool.
Yo! I love
Obviously-
Instagram.
Oh, wow. And then we have Facebook. Make sure you get the right bottom of the lake, though. And then we have Twitter. I don't use Twitter either. I'm not very
Pretty sure I just found
technologically.
it.
That's us.
I'm not gonna like it because you have
Bada boom.
699 likes. You have
Dude, you gotta be to 700.
Fine.
Come on.
I was just 700.
Look at that. Yeah, so that's
I'm
our
gonna
Instagram.
put that in my bio for Instagram.
I'm the
700th like
follower.
of Bottom of the Lake.
Yeah, there you go.
Here you go.
Boom.
Is that good?
No.
Gotta be closer.
Lower your
Twitter.
brightness.
Lower my brightness.
Twitter, I believe our handle is BOTL _WI.
Still too bright.
Bro,
I'll see if I can do it on this.
this
one.
is as low as it goes.
We're on Spotify,
Oh, that's
Apple
better.
Music. We
That's
do have a
very
YouTube channel,
small.
Really?
which like I like edit videos together and just kind of do my own thing, and I pretty much upload them just for my sake. I like to just watch back on like our tour, like little show days and whatever.
It's good to have those.
Nostalgia.
Though,
Yeah. To just look back.
Are you more? What's the one platform you want more followers on?
More. I mean, our
Like
Instagram's
Instagram?
popping. Like we
Get,
use our
get the Instagram going.
the most. Yeah. If you want like to be updated on things that we're doing, Instagram for sure.
I'm gonna do this again because I want people to see
You
it.
got to put it really close.
Uh,
It's blurry. It's not working. Don't. It'll be fine.
It'll be alright.
Don't worry.
People will find it.
I
He spoke it.
Bottom of the lake _
see
WI.
Zacoda Glass on there. That's a follow right
Hit
there.
that follow.
Hit that follow button.
And since
Yeah.
we're doing this,
Don't
I'm gonna
sleep on it.
Caleb Bendy on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook.
There you go.
Midnight Epidemic, my band.
Bada bing,
We,
bada
we
boom.
have to play some shows together.
Yeah.
We haven't
My
played a show in a year.
you have a separate Instagram for
Yeah.
your band,
Oh yeah, of course.
which is
Midnight Epidemic.
Midnight Epidemic.
Just follow us on Instagram. That's where
It's showing up a little bit.
it kind of does.
Like,
it's blurred.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna read that.
It's up to
yeah, but I also want to say
Follow us all on Instagram, actually.
Mitch Shear. That's
Shear.
Mitch Shear WA.
Mitch Shear, Caleb Bendian,
Yeah.
and Zacoda Glass. What's your
Yeah.
name? You have a weird handle on there?
On Instagram?
Yeah.
It's just straight up
Like
Zacoda
Midnight-
Glass.
Mine
like
too. Mine's
Midnight
just Caleb
Flyer or
Bendian.
some
Yep.
shit.
Easiest way to do it.
I was thinking of changing mine to like
Just do Mitch Shear.
butt thirst or something. Or no, I don't.
How 2007?
You got any questions for me to wrap up? Anything off the top
Actually,
of your
we
head, or-
got all of them. I didn't have many because
That's all
I
good.
honestly I wing it. I wing most of these,
Yeah.
and sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. That's
what I'm here for, man. I can
What's
help
your
steer it a
day
little bit.
job?
I work at WGNR.
That's
I'm a
furniture.
warehouse
That's
attendant.
on
Yep.
Main Street, right?
It is. It's a historic
Hit it
building.
up on hit it up on Instagram.
Historic building. It was built in the 18.
What the hell is
80s.
this shit?
That place is cool, though, man.
It is very cool,
that
actually.
place.
Who is that?
BOTL. Bottom of
yeah,
the lake.
Ryan Bortner.
My boys.
Look up his Instagram is Make Pizza Not War. Probably some underscores in there. I can't really remember.
Love them.
but
Love Mike too.
Ryan is like kind of bottom of the lakes, like somewhat personal photographer. He's shot for a couple of our shows recently. So
Does he selfie with himself in every picture?
No, he doesn't.
Seems like
actually.
a
No,
guy
he's
would
like
do that.
he's
No.
trying to go. He's doing like professional
Yeah,
stuff.
and actually,
I know.
there's a drum playthrough on the YouTube that I just mentioned that he like produced the video.
sorry.
for.
What's the name of that
My
YouTube
bad.
page? Like your
I believe
channel
it's
name?
just bottom of the lake.
Oh, it is that? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hell yeah, we're doing like 10 minutes of promotions.
Heck
I'm
yeah.
good with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bortner's got a lot of. Well, it seemed like he had a lot of irons in the fire, but
You know, he tried.
I think he's just moving.
Bortner, you gotta.
he's got a girlfriend.
Maybe you
so
should
like,
like join back with the metal band we were doing. You know, we got 12 songs now, so you know,
Oh,
I'm gonna get back into
Let's
Legos,
go.
so this shit's gonna be on hold.
Legos.
Legos.
Dude,
This shit's
I
moving
have,
along.
I have so
Connects.
much. I have so many Legos.
Connect. That was
Connects.
my jam because
Yeah,
it
I
was
did
so
that a lot.
easy.
Those
Much
things are-
easier to
Yeah,
get
they're
off.
sweet.
Just click them in.
Super sweet.
I
like
think
those.
they still have. They have a Connect section at
What about-
Target. and it's
what
so
about,
sad.
what
It's like
about-
Yeah.
this much.
Technics.
Technics. I remember that was
Those
like
are the Legos. The Lego Plus.
The Legos
Oh,
that
wow.
like we had gears and shit in them.
Yeah.
Like you
They
had
were
to
more
actually make them
advanced.
run.
They're more
yeah.
advanced, yeah.
Yes, they were for adults. They were adult.
I had this.
Legos.
I had this Technic thing that like.
Ages
fucking-
15
it had like a
plus.
motor that you
Yeah.
hooked up to a computer.
Yeah.
And you could run programs with it.
Oh,
And build
wow.
stuff and build. You could like program build a program and have a. If it like had like the infrared camera, you could like tell it to do all this stuff. With, yeah, it was wild.
That sounds
That's
really
nuts.
advanced.
It was.
That's insane.
I was gonna.
This was like when I was 10 or 12.
I'm gonna get a really like a big Lego set a year, and I was just at the Lego store. Boy,
Yeah.
I was just at the Lego store, and
The Lego
I'm
store.
queuing up that horn, and I was at the Lego store in Milwaukee.
Just mean-
Okay, so for scale, let's say a girl at GameStop gave me this.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
She's like, "You're in here a lot. You can have this."
Here.
I'm like, I'm offended that you think I want that, but I also want that.
Have this fig pin.
Have this pin
Soul
with massive
caliber.
boobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom.
Hey, McKenna says, "Hey, I
Who's
dig that." I love all three of you, amazing humans. Ryan, you come on here. Don't sleep on me, man.
Who
Yeah,
said
Ryan.
I love all three of you?
Ryan,
Oh, okay.
I'm
love
done
you.
now.
I love
Yeah.
you too, Ryan.
I tried to get you on here, but you keep dodging me. So get a.
I'll just.
Go on
I'm
then.
gonna
Let's
corner
go.
him at the store.
Make sure you have a
Or
mic in
not
your
the
hand.
store. I thought. I think.
He came in. He came into my work, and I tried to get him to go.
I
was talking
thought
to him.
for a second I just said store, as in comedy store. So I'm like, yeah, I'm a celebrity. But I was talking to Matt the other day, and I was like, I don't know if I was being formal. I just kept asking him questions. He goes, "Dude, am I on the fucking podcast right now?" He's like, I felt really bad because I feel
Who?
like people, Matt Stolfus.
Oh, okay.
I feel really bad because
Oh,
I
I
feel
know
like
Matt Stolfus.
people think I'm just talking to them to get material,
Oh yeah.
and I am, but just kidding, I'm not.
Low key, I am
Low
using
key,
you.
I'm using all of you freaks.
I know Matt Stolfus.
For scale, the box that held the Millennium Falcon, they had it built. I think a Lego figure. They had one of the characters. I'm gonna even say it was smaller than this to scale to this section of the table. The Millennium Falcon is so big. The new one, it's $900.
Oh my god.
I don't think I'm gonna get that. I might get like a Y or an X-wing or something.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say like
It's Star Wars.
they have like a on sale. I think the Y-wing right now at Walmart.
Whenever I hear
$50,
Millennium
yeah.
Falcon, I think of that '70s show. You ever see the episode where Eric builds that?
Oh dude,
No,
yeah.
damn it! I haven't seen that show enough.
I love the
It's so
episode when
funny.
they go see Star Wars.
Yeah.
The original, like
They
Yeah.
make it such a big
Yeah, dude.
deal. Yeah.
It's awesome.
One
And, like
of-
then the dad goes and there's like, this is gonna be dumb, and then the explosion starts. It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
this looks great.
Somebody like picks up the Millennium Falcon and they're like, "There's no way Eric built this." And they pick it up and they're like, "Oh, yep, small cosmetic flaws, little errors here and there. He definitely built this."
Was it Hyde? That sounds like a
Probably,
Hyde burn.
yeah. Yeah.
One of my favorite moments on that show was when Kitty. They were gonna drive somewhere. It was like 20 minutes away, and then Kitty's like. He's like,
probably
I'll be
driving
right
to
back.
Sheboygan.
Probably, or Kenosha or something.
They mention all those.
Oh
That's
yeah.
crazy.
They go. Well, so did Happy Days. Took place in Wisconsin too.
Oh, really?
It took
Yup.
place in Milwaukee, I think.
Yes,
Yeah.
and so did
Okay, I have a theory.
You think they all exist together?
No. Think about this. In that '70s show, they say that Milwaukee is about an hour away. They say that Green Bay is about an hour away. And they say that
Do they say that,
Sheboygan.
though?
They say Sheboygan is nearby because the evil is spewing in from Sheboygan. Where do you think that is?
Fond du Lac.
No, No, because I'm pretty sure they live in a. I don't think they say Milwaukee's an hour. I think me and my parents actually were like figuring it out one time.
Yeah?
We figured it was just like they're in like one of the north suburbs of Milwaukee.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You know how like Slinger, that area.
Could be.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
That's where we've been. That's where we've been trying. You know, we kind of pinpointed the
maybe like
area.
an hour north of Milwaukee.
Because I think they say an hour away from Madison.
That could be.
In There Will Be
Which
Blood,
we
they
also
mention
are.
Fond du Lac.
We're an hour and a half away
Like
from
an
Madison.
hour and 15.
Dude, in There Will Be Blood, they mention Fond du Lac.
Maybe it's a house right by where we are right now.
We're not in Fond du Lac, though.
Yeah,
We're in
Lamira.
Lamira.
Maybe it was Lamira.
Could be.
What do they call their city? I can't remember.
Point Place.
Point Place. Oh yeah, Point Place.
I was thinking about putting
I
up
love that 70s
a
show.
piece of paper right there in the window that says "Weekend Adrenaline recorded here."
Do it.
That become.
So it's like
Crowds of people.
It's
would
like
be
the Facebook algorithm on the window of Zuckerberg's suite in college.
what? Really? That's,
You never seen The Social Network?
Yeah, but I never
He just makes a reference to the
Oh,
whatever.
it was years ago. I saw it in the theater.
You gotta
I
watch it
think.
again. It's really
yeah,
good.
I do. I really like that
That
movie.
movie is fantastic.
David Fincher directed that, who also directed
A lot of movies.
Yeah, I feel like
what's
I've
his
Seven.
most famous?
7.
Maybe more famous than that.
Dude, I'm
Fight
not-
Club.
Yeah.
Oh.
Duh. He was on the podcast.
I was just going
No,
through
he
the
wasn't.
list.
No.
Chuck Palahniuk.
Chuck Palahniuk.
Did you watch the
Palahniuk.
show he did on Netflix? Fincher did. Manhunter or whatever. Mindhunter.
I heard that's really good.
I've heard
I
Ben,
recommended it to you on
I've
Facebook. a
heard
long
Ben
time ago.
Ellingson say that name so many times. David Finch or whatever.
Fincher.
I've
Yeah,
heard
that's the,
Ben
he
talk
made.
about
He
it.
also
Mindhunter.
made the new dragon tattoo, but not the new one.
Okay.
The one with Daniel Craig.
Yeah.
Mindhunter.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
adding it to my queue
It's
right
on
now.
Netflix, and it's about the FBI in the 70s when they started trying to map out serial killer brains, and like a dude was like we need to study them,
10 episodes.
and everyone just thinks he's crazy because he wants to talk to all these serial killers. Like he goes to find them and stuff.
Serial killers
and then
are
he
interesting, dude.
he creates this like database, and he starts like using it to find serial killers ahead of time.
Oh, wow.
Or like you know what I mean, but like find them.
Like he starts to realize like they usually
They
are
exhibit
in
all
these
similar
places,
traits.
Like
They
yeah.
certain
Certain
watch
places
it. It's
that
like
they
10
could be.
episodes or something. It's very good.
Oh, wow.
Daniel Day-Lewis drinks your milkshake in Fond du Lac. See,
What's that?
I hope you know what drink your milkshake means in that reference. It's not sexual, but there's a meaning behind that word.
Is that from?
Do you remember when everyone was saying that when There Will Be Blood came out? Because I was in the theater and I saw it, and he's like, I'm your brother. He says, you're my brother, and that's how Daniel Day-Lewis talks. He goes, I came all the way from Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. And
Really?
people were losing people cheered. And this is based on an oil tycoon who came from Texas, went to Fond du Lac, and then came back down when his team struck oil.
Oh, wow.
And there's like records of him staying at different hotels and shit around here. Yeah.
Why
You
was
can go
he
to the
here?
library. I don't know. And then later on in the movie, he goes, do you remember this house in Fond du Lac? We were going to buy it and fix it up. It was right on the corner. And I was almost convinced it was the pink lady. Or it's blue now.
Oh, like on Division and Park.
Yes, by the hospital.
Yeah.
Yup. I was convinced that was it. But
Or wasn't it the Galloway house?
he's stealing your oil, son. That's correct.
The Octagon.
He finally says it could be the Octagon House too, but
Yeah.
he explains drink your milkshake means I'm a capitalist and I steal everything from you if I can. If I'm more powerful than you, I said, I drink your milkshake. My straw reaches from me to you and I drink it up.
Oh, wow.
And he's like, if I find a way to conquer you, this is the Wild West. I'm going to kill you and just take your oil field. But he never did that except to a person who deserved it. And then he
Okay.
does it at the end of the movie. Wow. And he beats somebody to death with a bowling pin.
Oh,
Hell yeah. Oh, yeah. In a pure white room. It's so Stanley Kubrick.
Oh.
Hell yeah. And they show it, too. They show the blood flying and everything. And
some Dexter type crap.
you sound just like him. Thank you. That sounds just
Mitch
like
is
John
very,
Marston.
Mitch is very good at impressions.
Touch yourself, Andrew. No, not doing it.
Have you seen
Big Mouth.
Have you seen Big Mouth?
Uh-uh.
It's
If
another
you
Netflix.
you got a little bit of time and you got Netflix, look up the show Big Mouth. It's about kids going through puberty.
Oh,
It's like
man.
a
And
very,
it's really-
very adult.
It's
animated show.
uncensored, yeah.
Okay.
Very
it's
adult.
super uncensored.
All right.
It's very uncomfortable to watch sometimes.
In
Really?
fact,
Yeah.
one of the last episodes,
That's
they're
hard
like,
to do
"Did
with
we
me.
just get away with child porn?" And they look into the camera and smile, and then it just cuts to credits.
Oh god. Yikes.
The show's very good though. It's like
Okay.
Before
I
I
think a couple of the episodes might be Emmy nominated for the
I'm-
second season. It's very good.
I'm not gonna do the Bane impression. That impression is 6 years old. 7.
Bane.
Oh, should I do it?
Do you?
I have a Bane
Yeah, do it.
mask.
You have a Bane mask.
I do.
You think the darkness is your ally? Oh, you think darkness is your ally? I was born in it.
He's like,
Molded by it. I didn't see the light till I was already dead. By then it was nothing but blinding.
Bane is cracking himself up.
Because they belong to me.
You fell off there. The first part
I'm
was
sorry.
real, first part was real good.
I'm
That's
sorry.
decent.
Well, that's why I
That's
fell
good.
apart doing Arthur Morgan the other night too.
Well,
One of my favorite
he's
parts
so
of
stereotypical.
yeah, one of my favorite parts of when Kitty was in that 70s show. She was like, they're driving to somewhere far away, 45 minutes away. She goes, "Oh, where are you going, Kitty?" She's like, I'm getting my jacket, my good jacket. We might take the interstate." Driving on the interstate was like the
big
big
deal.
deal. Like
yeah.
that was the big thing to them because
Yeah.
like, well, back in the 50s, the cars made it like
Yeah.
a couple of yards and then it broke down.
Right.
No, they were better then.
What?
The
Cars?
50s and stuff.
I have a
They were
trivia.
actually made better.
I have a trivia question for you.
Sure.
When did the electric car debut? What year?
2000.
Dude,
no, 19.
It's gonna be way further back.
2019?
No,
The electric car?
No. 1989.
No, it's gonna be like in the
88?
40s or 50s probably.
I'm pretty sure it's 1901.
Really?
Whoa.
Oh, like a Tesla thing?
The proposed
first
idea
was gonna
of
be
an electric
electric.
car because they thought
I thought you meant like commercial. Like they actually tried.
Oh.
I think they did because they produced it and then all of a sudden there's a big letter written out. I think it was Tesla who said, "You're insane if you want to make a car run on gasoline. It's too loud. It chokes everyone down the street, and it's just preposterous that you think that you can sustain this for a long amount of time. It's like it's much more efficient to run on
That's why
electricity."
they killed Tesla.
Fuck yeah, dude! They murdered that bitch ass.
Like Elon
sure
Musk,
they
isn't
did.
Elon Musk like? Isn't his big thing like he's a Tesla person? Like he's just trying to be the new one, basically.
First electric car. I bet you
Jamie over here.
this was Jamie. Pull that up. Oh
Jimmy,
no!
can you pull that up?
I was wrong.
Oh,
1901. Try 1828.
hello. An
Motherfucker.
electric car?
I'm gonna butcher that. Ányos Jedlik, a Hungarian who invented an early type of electric motor. Okay. Created a small model powered car.
Wow.
In 1834, Vermont blacksmith Thomas Davenport, from, I'm assuming, Iowa, built a similar contraption which operated on a short circular electrified track.
Wow.
History of the electric vehicle.
That's not a track though.
Okay.
That's not a track. That's wild. That's pretty wild. It's pretty wild.
Interesting.
Okay, electric vehicular held the first appearance. Blah, 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 blah. Early history, 1828,
Jeez.
1834.
That's like before like.
The first known electric
cars,
locomotive was built in 1837.
Oh wow.
I'm
It
assuming
was
these are all
ex-
prototype type things.
It was exhibited in 1841 on a fair.
I suppose there was cars before like the Model T.
just very one-offs.
Yeah.
Specialty
Like the Model
thi-
T was the
specialty
first
things.
like mass-produced
Yep.
like multiple.
First practical electric cars, 1895.
Wow.
Yeah, dude,
That's
Weird.
crazy.
I found out 4K movie or 4K technology for screens was around in like 2001.
Well, I
Yep.
mean, what do you think a movie theater screen is? Like projectors are shooting
Yeah.
at like 4K, so
Right.
that's been like the whole time. That's what they've been
That's
shooting
my
film on the
De Niro
whole time.
face.
You
They
know,
just
like,
Wait till we see that on
They
the
just couldn't
replay.
get it. Yeah.
you know what I
It's
mean
gonna
though?
look
Like
ugly as
that's what
fuck.
movies have been shot.
Well,
and
yeah.
projected.
I mean,
on.
if a projector was in like 360, it'd not look good at all
Right.
on a huge screen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well,
we just
Wow.
couldn't broadcast them on a small screen until
Yeah.
recently.
Yeah.
I want to see that replay. That's gonna look real ugly.
There it is.
I think that's a good way to end.
Yeah,
That
we're
face,
at 2 hours.
that
We're
face.
past 1 o'clock. We promoted everything. That was
Yeah.
15 minutes ago.
Cool.
All right, but I want to call you Ben, but your name's Zacoda.
Yeah.
He told you to get Ben.
Yeah.
We gotta get Ben on here.
We will. I think we will. Who knows him better?
Maybe.
I will. Oh, me.
Zacoda definitely, because like
If you can,
me
like,
and Ryan have tried to
what-
get Ben to do stuff. and
what
he's
you
cannot.
could do if you would be so kind, would you kindly?
or even come on the show with him.
Yeah, if he'd feel comfortable doing that. I mean,
Yeah.
we have chairs and shit.
Right.
Yeah, like maybe show him what you did. Did you have fun today?
I did.
Okay, appreciate
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
It's good meeting you, man.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. Especially sight unseen. Like, again, we've never, and I hope I'm looking in this right. We've never met.
Yeah.
And like, this was a lot of fun.
Yep. This is the first time we ever
So 2 hours.
met. Boom.
We did 2 hours, young Jamie.
Boom. Young James.
You're just gonna be known as Jamie. By the way, I have a Flat Earth shill T-shirt.
Oh, God.
I do. I was gonna wear it. And I'm like, he won't get that.
he would.
And my producer / good guy friend.
The guy behind the
Caleb.
guy.
The guy behind the guy behind the guy. No, we're just gonna call you the guy because you're good.
Behind
Cool.
the scenes.
You're cool.
guy.
We're just gonna call you the guy. That's
Call
the
me-
guy.
Call me Flavortown. Guy Fury.
Flavor time.
And it's
Jesus.
just trying to hold in the laugh. Oh man.
And with that, should we let it just run to 2 hours?
No.